You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Hey, take a look at that injury report that was put out yesterday afternoon. We'll get one more today. And overall, I don't think too bad. I mean, if guys are limited this time of year, it shouldn't be too surprising. You really try to take care of the bodies. As Thursday's the more aggressive practice now for the Jags. Wednesday's kind of a walkthrough type deal. Bashal Tutin continues to get better and better. Now, it will be interesting to see if he does play, but he's now practicing full, which, again, when it first happened, the injury in the finger, it looked like it was, hey, hopefully see in the playoffs. Yeah. And it might still be that way. We'll find out. Ezra Cleveland, the whole offensive line will be banged up to some degree. But I think the good news is Robert Hainsey is back in the fold. Patrick McCarry, that one didn't look good to me, and the back's so tricky. Strigo is back a little bit to provide more depth, so we'll see if he is up this weekend or not. So I think overall, again, this is kind of the way it goes. How is attrition going to hit your football team? And the Jags have to get lucky on Sunday. They were fortunate against the Colts to come out of that game pretty good overall. Yeah. And now we'll see if they can do the same against Tennessee, get the win, and then head into the playoffs in good shape. I think the only two guys on injured reserve, if I'm not mistaken, Jordan Lewis and Travis Hunter, obviously isn't great, but still that's not bad relative to other teams.
No, absolutely. I mean, the name of the game is to try to have a little luck and stay healthy, and I think in some key roles they have. Now we'll see the offensive line, right? That's one position group where if you do have some injuries, you got to shift guys in and out. That can kind of mess up the gelling, the flow a little bit, but time will tell what happens with that.
Yeah, we'll see a little bit later today. Brent Martineau Austen Lane, Chandler Dantzler in today for Hamby. Hamby has to take a sick day because of Georgia.
Ah, fair. Coward, huh?
No, he had this one.
I know.
He had this one out already. We won't paint it that way. Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a good couple of days. You do anything fun?
Just kind of ventured out towards some house parties, the usual.
Fireworks?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Oh, yeah. Well, not like the big ones, but like the ones you can hold and throw. Yeah.
I did a little of that.
I'm like a pyromaniac, man. I was doing that for about an hour and a half at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So.
All right.
Yeah, it was good.
Everybody survived, it looks like.
Nobody lost any fingers, man. House is, I haven't checked the roof yet, but I think the house is in good working order. So, yeah, man, it was a great time. Went out to dinner and everything like that. So, yeah, it was fun. What about you?
We went down to Orlando for my buddy from home. They're down in Disney.
Yeah.
And so we went and hung out with them for the day and really just played games.
Okay.
All day.
Yeah.
Inside games. Like, my family loves games.
Sure.
It's not that I don't love games, but I won't play them for like as long as everybody else. Like, even Steph's parents are here and they'll play a bunch of games, which is great.
What are y'all playing, man? Y'all playing Risk, Monopoly?
No, so we played a bunch of different things. One that we played, which was kind of an older game that we brought back, I think is an updated version. I think that's what the kids ended up getting, was Cranium. Have you ever played Cranium?
Yeah, it's where you got to guess like the word and everything.
We got to do a lot of different things. Yeah. Like, you might have to hum it. You might have to almost like charade it out, right?
Sure.
Like Pictionary, a little bit a part of that. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit of everything. Yeah, we had fun. We had fun playing games, but very low-key.
I got you.
Very low-key.
Listen, shout out to 226 or whatever, 2026, because might be my favorite year so far because no one's gone to the gym. I don't know. People are, I don't know if the gym's not cool anymore or whatever the case, but I had zero problems on like the free weights and the benches on New Year's Day and then today as well. So really liking this trend of maybe people aren't taking care of themselves like they used to. But it's benefiting me, so I'm all for it.
Here's the deal: like,
I've never seen a gym so dead on January 2nd.
Yeah, that's an interesting deal. That might not be good for the gym business, as we're looking at it.
But that ain't my line of expertise.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Might not add up for 2026. Yeah. But I wonder how much of that is like this Wednesday, Thursday, and I know this happens right cyclically every 7 or 8 years. But this Wednesday, Thursday is very interesting, where I don't know if people would start on a Friday.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
You think it's going to carry over to that Monday?
Monday will be the day.
Damn it!
Right? Monday's going to be the day. And I guess I don't try to be contrarian in any, but I also don't try to fall in line. And I'm not like huge on everybody else is doing their whatever New Year's resolutions and dry January, and like I don't really do dry Januaries, and I also don't usually start like whatever diet on January whatever. Yeah. I might be this time.
Okay, yeah,
I feel like crap.
Okay. All right, get it going, man.
So I might be doing that. I might have started today, actually. I might not have gone to the gym. But I might not be eating for the whole weekend and then getting going on Monday because I got to do something. I feel awful. I shouldn't have stopped in Asheville and got all the beer in North Carolina because then somebody had to drink it.
Of course, man.
And then so I got like a consecutive day streak of drinking a beer, at least one. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
And then food is just like okay, but it's no exercise. I got to get exercise. So I got to get going. And of course, it's going to be like the busiest week of the year next week with the Jags in the playoffs.
Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, and I had to think about like maybe people are going to reset until that Monday to start like
that's what they're doing.
You think so?
Yeah, they're doing that. Wait, why is it in our mind though? That it's like you got to start on the first of the month or on a Monday.
You're asking the
you're not
the
like
worst
that.
person at all. Yeah,
but I do think we are like that.
Everyone's saying like, "Hey, what's the resolution?" I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight. So like, why am I going to plan a resolution for the entire year? Like, every day it's different, man. You know?
Yeah. Some people really take that, which I guess you kind of reset yourself, right?
It's great to write down goals and everything like that. I understand it completely. It's something to work towards. I'm more of the Liam Cohen approach. We'll just take it a day at a time. We're gonna process it one team at a time. We'll go from there.
Yeah, Liam was sick on Wednesday, and then he was talking on Thursday, and again he's taking people to school. Like he is going to be talking to people like in businesses. They're going to bring them in. You really don't even need to. You should just take the clips from the news conferences and put your own half hour together, and that's the Liam Cohen thing. Again, I think all coaches are like this. You would hear it as a player and other things, but it's just amazing how much he goes into that detail or asks the questions. Those questions are being asked of him because people are still learning about him, right, and what they're all about and how they're doing this and everything else. But, man, oh, man, it is it's just like I want to hear a news conference. Like I find myself now like checking out the news conference. A lot of times they'll happen during our show. And I'll go back now and listen to them. Yeah. It's crazy. I think some of that's because the Jags are good. And so now you want to see every little detail.
Yep.
I'll give you another thing, all right? And we're going to play this next week. We'll have this on the show. But I sat down this week with Campanile and Udinski. And my takeaway of that, and I don't know if I'll articulate it very well, is like, oh, you can really feel from those two guys sitting there for 20 minutes, whatever it was, and having a conversation with them, you can feel what you think is happening in the building from those two guys. Like this connectivity, we've heard that word quite a bit, the communication, this whole like, man, they really do like spending time around each other, this group. Mm-hmm. And then I've always positioned that with, okay, how different is that with other teams or how other buildings? I think Greg Newsome said something this week on Jaguars All Access. He's like, hey, we really like root for each other to do well. And I really want to see Buster do well or this guy do this well. And he's like, it's not like that in every NFL room because it's very me-centric.
Sure.
You know? Mm-hmm. And I think people would be like, well, what do you mean? You don't want your teammate to do well? Well, I'm not really sure it's that. It's just that you're so focused on yourself. And they've created this, whatever it is. And there's a downside to that. It's a great start, but it might be hard to duplicate what they've created with this team as it moves forward.
It obviously could be, right? Can you keep that momentum going? But, I've spoke on this a lot. It's a team, it's a locker room that is brought together by emotion of what people say. And this is whether it's in business, whether it's in a team setting, high school, college, pros, it's all the same. The whole goal of a coach is to find some kind of common ground to have people rally again, with or whatever. And with Liam Cohen, it's rallying against we're not getting any respect. Everyone's talking smack about us. No one's taking us seriously, whether it's the Pro Bowl stuff, whether it's, NFL pundits speaking their case against the Jaguars. That's how he's rallied his team. That's the common ground. And I think it's great because, once again, it's based off emotion, and emotion can make you work harder in practice. It can make you watch a little more film, and it can make you show up on Sunday. So I think as long as he has that key cog in this whole machine, I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he might be. Let's sprinkle in. We'll get back to Jags, however, see in a little bit. But I did want to ask you about these games yesterday. Did you watch them?
Of course.
And at times it can be bad football, can't it?
Yeah, sloppy. For sure, sloppy.
I really question some of the coaching going on at times. Like, I thought Kirby Smart panicked a bit yesterday. And I guess at the end of the day, the lead stories would have been for Ole Miss, or maybe the lead story is holy cow, Signetti in Indiana. I mean, what's the lead story? Maybe it's your
Trinidad,
Oregon Ducks.
I think, man. No, I mean, last night, that whole showcase, and that was a great game to end, the week of college football. I think Trinidad is probably the story, man, because that guy made some absolutely unreal plays.
Those back-to-backers were terrific. I mean, the whole idea of going to be a D2 guy and then really just coming over to be a backup to see what he's blossomed into. I love that about sports, right? Because I think it's all about opportunity. And that guy might have never got an opportunity. We may never see that on display. But instead, we get to see this opportunity. And heck, he might now be a whatever draft pick. I have no idea what it is. But really, hats off to Ole Miss. What a cool story. That's what I'm kind of wondering. Like, Signetti in Indiana is a neat story. It's unbelievable. We'll talk about it in a moment. But Ole Miss now is developing into a pretty cool story.
Of course.
Because it's everybody against Kiffin.
Yeah. No, it's Ole Miss and Miami are actually kind of cool stories,
true.
Right? Yeah, and the whole Lane Kiffin situation, like, and I guess this is the bump that you see sometimes when a coach leaves. And once again, you want to talk about the Liam Cohen and rallying against emotion. I mean, how do you think Ole Miss feels, right? Like you essentially, you were abandoned by your coach, and now it's almost kind of just like a giant middle finger to him and say, well, watch what we can do. And it's definitely a cool storyline. I think the whole Carson Beck Miami storyline's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, how can you not appreciate Indiana now? Because I think a lot of people had Alabama beating Indiana. I don't think anybody they beat Indiana, won the Big Ten championship, but can they sustain? This is the college football playoff now. Alabama, their defense is getting healthy. Are you sure? Because Indiana curb stomped them, so that's a great story. And then obviously Oregon as well. I think the well coached team beats the NIL darling. That's a great story in itself.
Yeah, I was really disappointed in Texas Tech. I thought that was going to be better. And I don't get disappointed in Alabama, whatever. But the Texas Tech one, I thought they were good. And that offense was brutal. I mean, that was a brutal. And let's be honest, you watch Oregon a lot. Oregon's not known for its defense. Right?
No, I mean,
it's better than people think, but it's not known for its defense.
No, they got their offense for sure. They got a great secondary. I think the only way Oregon is vulnerable, and we'll find out with Indiana for the rematch, if you will. But I feel like if you can get physical with Oregon in the trenches, especially run the football, then you might have a shot. And Texas Tech couldn't really do that. Indiana, I felt like, is kind of built for that. Northwestern had a lot of success against Oregon doing that, so we'll see.
Yeah. By the way, Jaden Kennedy for Oregon, he was our former Friday Night Blitz Player of the Year out of Sandalwood. Started his career at Tulane as Tulane started to turn things around. And then I think he went to Ole Miss.
Correct.
And then over to Oregon. He might even had another stop in there. I mean, he's been all over the map.
I think it was he might have went to a smaller school and then Ole Miss.
He might have done that
because might
have been like a Liberty or something like that.
Yeah. Because where Ronan trains at, his dad was there.
Oh, really?
So obviously Ronan had an Oregon shirt on, so his dad came up to Ronan like, we know about Oregon, and then they went back and forth and everything.
Kennedy's a nice kid too.
Yeah, so obviously we're cheering for number 22 in the house every game.
Good deal. Yeah, good kid. And gosh, that was years ago now. Good to see him still playing and playing well. The Ole Miss factor, though, I mean, what a job that guy's done. Mm-hmm. He's he reminds me of just like a guy you run into at the beach. you know?
Yeah.
Sweatshirt, beard.
Yeah, man.
Very if you heard him, some of his news conferences, pretty measured and just very laid back.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look too big for him. Obviously, he's got the job. And I thought they were better, man. I thought maybe, Kirby Smart, I guess during the broadcast, they said they were better the first time around, too. But Georgia's defense has gotten a lot better, and they're still Georgia. And, man, I just thought Ole Miss was a better football team the entire night last night. Better defense, better everything.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, right? And they just brought the energy, is what it seemed like. And obviously I think, playing in the Superdome, if you will, kind of helped them out a little bit as well, right? Because I think – I'm not sure what the split was of the home field advantage, but Ole Miss fans were out and about, man. I'm not sure about the scarves and everything like that. You guys can whatever. That's not. I didn't get that, but it's all good.
Has some different traditions.
They have a lot
They're
of
not
interesting.
quite Texas A&M.
No, but they're flirting with it. They're kind of like a blue collar Texas A&M, right? Where it's like they're like, yeah, you're trying to be college football fans, but you're also at the Catalina wine mixer. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think closer to the wine mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't know what Georgia was doing in that game late, by the way. They're down by 3. They got all the momentum. The quarterback's playing really good, and they go hand the ball off. They get to a 4th down. He delivers on 4th down. It was like they were getting too cute with the clock late, and they want him to burn the timeout. And then if you're going to do that, then run like a bubble screen on 3rd down. So the clock keeps going. They had no more timeouts. You could have got it down to like 28 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, and I just think there's some – it's amazing sometimes to me how much these guys get paid to coach. I mean, there's some bad coaching that goes on. Kirby went for it when he shouldn't have gone for it. DeBoer goes for it. And, again, easy to say in hindsight. I mean, I think a lot of us make these calls in real time. It's like, what are they doing?
Sure.
Why are you doing this? You're panicking. And – it didn't pay off for either guy. But, yeah, I thought Georgia was weird yesterday. They're a little panicky to me.
Well, and I think it's time to have the conversation, too, if the first-round bye is actually a detriment.
Crazy.
Now, I get Indiana. Hey, and Indiana's that one kid in the neighborhood that you just don't go by him, right? Like, they're on a different level, right? But everybody else came out flat, didn't look like themselves. I think there's something to be said because, they have 3 weeks off?
Yeah, that's a good
so
time.
when you,
actually, I think it's more like 28 days sometimes.
Okay, so
guys have played.
Okay, so 4-ish weeks, whatever.
Yeah, 4 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, to have that much time off from the last time you play a meaningful football, a real football game, I think there's something to be said for that. Now, I don't know what they were doing in Indiana. I don't know if Cignetti was just live scrimmaging every single day and holding guys accountable because they figured it out, but it seems like nobody else has been able to figure out when you have that much time off how to come out and not be flat.
Yeah, I think it's I don't buy it, honestly. I don't, but I get it. I mean, the stats are pretty loud right now. What's it, 7 out of 8 of them the last 2 years have lost? I feel like it's an excuse. I mean, we used to play a national championship game between two teams that had like 36 days off. Now, both of them had 36 days off, so maybe that just meant the quality of ball wasn't as good in that championship game. I don't know. But, I mean, I get routine and everything else. That's tough to do, but there were still 2 or 3 weeks off for the other guys before they got on the field last week to be able to play.
But like a team like Miami also had some, experience going into the game. Like they had just played.
Yeah,
Oregon had just played. Yeah, I mean, and like, listen, I still think Ohio State's the better team, but Miami played the better game.
Yeah.
I think.
And what I'm impressed by, Austin, like with Miami and Ole Miss, is the wins now, because I think Notre Dame was really good this year. And now you go all the way back and Miami beat them. And then to beat Texas A&M on the road. And now to beat Ohio State. I mean, those are, like, you're doing this the hard way. Yeah. And I thought then they were going to have to beat Georgia. They'll have to beat an Ole Miss team that's really good. But Ole Miss, obviously, to beat Georgia. And then what I was thinking was Indiana. That was the other one. Because they beat Oregon. They beat Ohio State. They now just won this game against Alabama and throttled them. So it's, like, really impressive. And that's what I like to see. It's not like, they won 1 or 2 games and national champs. So they're like, and Miami this might be a great matchup for Miami because they're physical and that front is really good, and it might be a little much for Ole Miss. I don't know if Ole Miss is ready to see this kind of physicality. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, obviously trying to corral Trinidad James is going to
Shambliss.
Yeah. I could call him Trinidad James. Is going to be the ultimate goal here, and then I think Miami is definitely capable because that defensive line is a problem.
Yeah, they're good. And by the way, it's good for the U. Again, I don't have a dog in the fight. They feel like they've got some of the swagger back. Like, they really do. Like, Cristobal's definitely got that going for him.
Of course.
Like, right now, especially with that kind of win. It's like, I don't know if it's because Michael Irvin's on the sideline. I don't know if Bain's just really good. I don't know if it's the love-hate with Carson Beck of people.
There's also some influencers that are on board now with Miami that have been making the rounds. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that.
It does.
You know.
It does feel like they're back a little bit, and they got to shoot. I could see them winning this thing. Sure. I could really see him winning it.
I can also see Michael Irvin getting a wellness check because that dude is out of control. You see him with the belt after the
that's 2 weeks in a row. Yeah,
yeah.
So, and then the last, here's one other thought for me on the college football front. And Hamby just did an hour with Stadium Pulse, but everybody's locked into this the last couple of days. I'm just reading this from Dan Wolken, by the way. The preseason poll, Oregon was ranked 7th, Miami 10th, Indiana 20th, Ole Miss 21st, which is nuts. Someone says Lane Kiffin getting paid for Ole Miss winning is messed up. Yeah, but to me, that just shows you the stupidity of these contracts. Like, why would you put a stipulation in there that if you do spurn us at the and leave, we still will pay you? Like, you have to void that, right? Like, if you leave us, that goes out the window. Hello? Like, look at the small print. It's unbelievable, the stupidity of some of these folks. I love it would be such great karma, it feels like, and maybe I shouldn't think like this, especially to start 2026, that if, like, Ole Miss wins a national title and Kiffin never wins one at LSU, it would feel so good.
It would be wild.
It would be unbelievable in many respects. I don't know if I should want that to happen as bad as I probably do. And I know Hamby's not here to say it, but what? As the SEC got not lost, but
it's the same story every year, Brent. Same story every year.
But the different dynamics, seriously, as the SEC changed, because it looked like they were dominating football. They were dominating football, quite frankly. And they had all the premier teams. They still have a lot of very good programs, and they're not going anywhere in that regard. But who's afraid of them? I mean, like Indiana, look what they just did to Alabama, one of the supreme programs. I mean, that's unbelievable what they just did to Alabama. And that's a 2-year run for Indiana. Like, I don't know if it's going away or they'll continue to do it, but I think you now have the Texas Techs of the world that can now in this era be able to be a player. And it's kind of what we said about why is Kiffin going to LSU. Sure, it looks at face value it's a better job.
Yeah.
But is there such thing as a better job? If you've got everything in line in college football, you can compete if you're in Idaho.
No, for sure. I mean, this to me is what the SEC is. I think from top to bottom, they're the strongest conference, sure. And I think in the past, when you heard SEC, you thought of, okay, I mean, big offensive lines, big defensive lines, great speed, but tough and physical. And I think the other conferences have finally caught up with them. And the SEC just isn't the most physical conference or the fastest conference anymore. So I'll still give them their flowers in terms of, okay, I think top to bottom, in terms of competitiveness, yes, sometimes they eat each other, but that's the most talent there.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to say in terms of the top teams in the country, no, I don't think it's the SEC anymore. I don't think it's been the SEC for a couple years now.
Yeah, I don't either. And again, you can live on that if you want, and they're just not. I wonder if they're looking themselves in the mirror a little bit like, wait, why are people catching us? And I think what you just said is, it was wild to me just how physical and fast Indiana was. Indiana compared to Alabama. I mean, it was crazy. Like, my eyes would, when I'm watching the game, because their colors are so similar,
sure,
my eyes were like, oh, that's Alabama doing that. Mm-hmm. Like, I kind of like associated the crimson uniforms with Alabama because they looked so dominant. It was a weird thing going on in my head. But, like, I could catch myself once in a while. I was like, that looks like Alabama doing that.
Yeah.
That has flipped. Like you said, that has really flipped. And now you can go anywhere in the country. I think that's all changed a little bit over the years anyway. But when we see speed, and we used to have that conversation, I think it was, right, when a Big Ten team would come in, like would you, the high-flying, fast offense or whatever else, or the physicality, how will it measure up with the speed of the SEC?
Sure, yeah.
You just don't have that conversation anymore. Seems like everybody's fast.
Yeah.
And physical.
No, without a doubt. And I think, obviously, and to echo what Matt Kane Cooper here is saying, I mean, when money gets involved, things do change a little bit. I think in the past it was more about, well, hey, I grew up in the SEC. I'm going to go to this SEC school. And now it's like, oh, I'm sorry, Texas pay me how much? Oh, Ohio State's got how much money right now in terms of revenue? Yeah, I don't think that the tradition of, I came up a Georgia fan, I got to be a Georgia Bulldog now. I think it's more of like what's best financially for me. And when you throw the money in the mix, obviously, I think it becomes a little more, probably a little more parity in terms of who's good and who's not.
Yeah, and one last thought on this, by the way. It's like, I do think we see where coaching and development, everything does matter or fit. I don't know how way you want to describe it, but a guy like Chambliss being able to come in there as a D2 guy and lead them here, a guy like Mendoza to be able to win the Heisman Trophy, who knew, right? Like he had no idea what he would be at Indiana when he transferred in. And all those other guys that get touted. Now, to that degree, Carson Beck is here. He's in the Final Four, and he's a touted guy, and he came in as one of the better guys in the country. But he hasn't had that kind of season either. It just kind of fit well in Miami, and he's doing his thing.
And I think the refreshing thing about Indiana is that this is a direct correlation to great coaching. I mean, you can't say anything else about it. Like, I understand now they're going to put more resources in the Indiana football program, but they were just an afterthought for how many years before Cignetti got there. And in a span of 2 years, they've become arguably the best team in college football, but more importantly, they become relevant. And it's not because they had a lot of NIL money to work with. It's because one coach, I feel like, has turned around the whole program. And I get the first year was, okay, well, he had a lot of his guys that he's familiar with from JMU follow him over there and everything. So, of course, he had success. Okay, well, then they listen, like making excuses for JMU players having success. Something. But that was the storyline. And some of those guys left, and now he's got some of his own players, whether it's the transfer portal, recruiting, and everything. But it's starting to show, like, yeah, I get you got money over here, money over there, but coaching still makes the ultimate difference, and Indiana is the prime example of that right now.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess we should note that as we put a bow on some of this college football talk. Again, Stadium Pulse just played with Hamby. You can get in his feelings if you want from the 9 o'clock hour, and he was down on Cignetti. He's tired of the Cignetti stuff. Are you kidding?
How can you be tired of Cignetti? Like,
is like the scowl. Like, I do listen. Do I think all these guys believe their own BS sometimes? Yeah, I do think the whole look at the sideline and all that stuff is a little bit of whatever. But that's how they get good too, right? That's how he's so good. And I believe, and I know people are talking about this, but like I tweeted yesterday, I said this might be seriously the best coaching job since Herb Brooks in the 1980 U.S. Olympic team. Like I don't know. I mean, to me, that would be the best coaching job that jumps into my mind.
Sure.
And a lot of people are asking themselves, okay, what's the best coaching job? Like what from where it was to where it is. This last 2 years, like I don't know if there's another one. Everybody will have their pick. Like, look at the job so and so did, you can go to Butler or George Mason making a Final Four. Some excellent ones. But I mean, if this team wins a national championship, but I mean, it's that good. Like it's hard to say those kind of things in real time, that this might be like one of the greatest coaching jobs of all time. And I think we're here. Like it's happening.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And listen, I get some of the, I'm sure to echo Hamby a little bit. I get some of the distaste for Cignetti because he's an old that acts like a young dude who's got like something to prove and everything. Yeah. And that can get kind of annoying, but you can't fault them, man. And like I'll say this, like if you're a fan of Liam Cohen and what he's done,
very similar,
then you can't be hating on Cignetti, man. You can't have it both ways, because while they look different and maybe philosophies are different, I feel like they're kind of cut from the same cloth a little bit as well.
I was thinking the same thing, man. The Cignetti and Cohen thing is not that far off. I mean, age-wise it is, but it's not that far off. And I think what's fascinating, I do think we're going to get to a point, and I think we said this a little bit, where people are like other fan bases aren't going to like Cohen.
Sure.
They
already don't.
San Francisco, they already don't. But I think you might get to that point, where, and that's okay. Like, that's okay. That's what gives you the edge. That's what's given, I think, Indiana the edge, that us against them, and we're seeing it. But don't miss the development part. The development part of what Indiana's done, and I would say even around here, the development part of some of these players. Like, don't miss that. It's not just all these motivational tactics and that edge. So, hey, good stuff. Good stuff. This is why we need a playoff in college football. You imagine the good old boy network just picking their 4 best schools?
Hang on now. No, I feel you, but this is why we need the best 12 teams in college football.
Yeah, instead of like JMU and them. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I can
we're
buy
all
that.
set.
I can buy that.
Yeah.
But this, when you get a college football, when you get a playoff, a true playoff,
Sure.
this is what can happen. You would not bank on these 4 teams being in the Final Four, right?
Without a doubt.
So, and that's cool. That's how we define a lot of sports every single year in champions. Mendoza might be the most annoying person.
Yeah, listen.
In the history of sports.
I mean, listen. I'll say it right now. Like Segnetti, I get it, but like you got to respect him. Yeah, Mendoza, I'm all set on.
I did say this the other. Listen, I think he's probably a great kid.
I'm all set with
right? I'm watching his post game, and it's like he fits today's world so well because he might be AI.
Yeah.
Like, go listen to it.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's a good point.
Is that an AI answer?
It's a good point.
I mean, it is crazy. And the one thing that's nuts about him is that he just looks into the camera. Somebody's going to they've obviously done some coaching with him because the way he answers questions are very coached up kind of answers, it feels like.
Yeah.
So coach him up to look at the interviewer because it's like
Brent,
it hits different when
he's trying to make a statement, man. He's looking right at the home viewing audience. He's talking to all of America.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's really bad.
All right, let's take a break. Brent Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Happy New Year, everybody. We'll get to the Jags, the NFL, of course, on the way. We've got our spreads a little bit later in the show as well. Hope you had a good holiday. And here we go. Jags and Titans, 1 o'clock on Sunday. Time to start flipping it back to the NFL and a big week in Jacksonville. Don't take it for granted. The Jags have to win this football game to keep things buzzing here in Jacksonville and win an 8th in a row.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jax 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent Austen Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet.
Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table.
Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjax.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Weekend spreads. Austin and Casey, one back of the sports office. We've now just shipped Hamby off, and Chandler can join me in picking games. Not that will help Chandler out very much, the way this has gone. But that's coming up a little bit later on in the show. The Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls weekend spreads. Check out masonslobster.com, by the way, as you enter into the new year. If you're bringing anything back from shopping at St. John's Town Center, stop off there for lunch, or maybe you're up in Fernandina Beach. And by the way, I know plenty of you are stopping by the St. John's Town Center. We were over there the other day for a little get-together, and getting out of there is holy cats, man. Like, why do people like to shop so much?
They got time, Brent. If you have some free time, get some shopping in.
It's always amazing. Like, you just spent the last month shopping.
I know. I feel you.
I mean, good for the businesses, by the way, over there, but it was just
there's
amazing.
A lot of them.
You knew people weren't working. We did that on, Tuesday? So there's not a lot. Well, maybe there's a little bit of people working, but not a lot of people working. And, I mean, it was like we couldn't move.
Oh, yeah.
Getting out of there.
For
at
sure.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Since I was gonna say too, man. Because Chandler was on the winning team, by the way, for the games that we played.
Let's
Shout
go.
out to Chandler. Since he's officially part of the show now, because this is his second time, at least with our show,
second
pushing the buttons and everything. Like you always get a freebie, and then we'll see how he does. If he shows up again, then it's okay. Then he's part of the team. So he's part of the team now. Got it.
I thought you meant the mistakes. I was wondering.
Oh no! I'm saying the team right here. I'm
the
saying
mistakes. Trust me, you get more than one.
Oh no! I'm saying the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network family. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we have to appoint him a nickname eventually, because we're not just going to call him by his name.
That's
who does that?
It's a good. You want to do that now or later?
I mean, I probably should have thought about it first.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll get him in again.
Chandler, you got any nicknames?
Nah, just people call me Chan.
Chan. Okay.
We got to do better than that.
Yeah, I think we can do better.
You like Tyson Chandler, like Tyson Handler or something? I don't know. Well, let me think about it a little bit.
All right. You get it. You're good at this.
Yeah.
Did we give Hamby a nickname, or did it just kind of happen?
It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I hear you. Mm-hmm. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, and Chandler in today. And, these two guys were on the winning team. So, that was fun, though.
Yeah.
We'll give a little shout out to what's it? It's called Game Show Battle Rooms in the town center. Yeah. It's actually next to like the escape rooms.
Yeah.
And we had a good time. Had got a big get together over there, and that was pretty cool. It was fun.
Yep.
Are you a fan of the escape rooms? Have you done those?
No, because I heard there's math involved.
So you haven't done it. You have never done that.
My son and my his grandma, my mom have done one together, and they said it was a blast, but I've never done one.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun. My brain doesn't fully operate that way, and that's an hour in a small room usually with people.
Sure.
So, like you better be working. But it is it's fun to see how people's brains work.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to get it. And we got an example of that the other day. Like there's some impressive things done.
It was competitive.
It was.
And I told this to your wife, like, we could have just had a nice brunch and sat down and just, be social and be merry. Instead, Brent wanted to bring out the damn competitiveness of everybody. And probably lost some friendships in the process.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't a pull everybody together
Almost
thing.
lost a relationship in the process because my girlfriend was on the opposite team, and guess what? She heard about that dub. She's still hearing about the dub.
She's still hearing about it.
If she's listening to the show right now, she's still hearing about the dub.
Yeah, she's still hearing about the dub.
I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm competitive. Sorry.
It was very nice to meet Lily, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And she came up big for us.
So I heard.
Even though we didn't come up big enough.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Hey, a little bit around the league. Do you see the stuff on the Patriots this week?
Yeah, not
with Barmore and
not a good week.
Diggs.
Stephon Diggs, and then Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, how about all that? I guess that's right. That happened too. At one time, I was thinking of this. I was like, I'm not sure I'd love to be in the Diggs family today. The top two headlines were Stephon Diggs and Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah.
How about the Cowboys? Well, we'll start there first, actually, because the Cowboys just gave up on a guy they paid a bunch of money to.
Yeah.
And then Green Bay goes and picks him up. But, I mean, why not, I guess?
Him.
I guess. It seems a little desperate. Because a lot of teams would stay away from a move like that. You start to think right away, okay, well, would the Jags bring in a guy like Diggs? He's obviously a talented player who has not played as well, and he's been banged up. But you could get him cheap. I mean, Green Bay is going to pay him like $600,000.
Sure.
For now, that's nothing, by the way, in the NFL.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, the Jags do this? And I immediately said, no, they won't do this. Why would you upset anything you have going on right now?
Yeah, I mean, Trayvon Diggs is a guy, and this is one of your dudes, Brent. This goes back to the Trayvon Diggs versus Christian Fulton. I don't even know where Christian Fulton is anymore. So
I think I won that one.
You might have won that one. It's weird that they just let him go like that. Yes, and by all indications, because he wanted to go home for the holidays.
Yeah, they said there's more. There has to be
more to it.
There's more to this.
So, without knowing the exact details, and unless it gets reported, like this is just based off of my assumption and what I've seen from this Cowboys team. When Brian Schottenheimer was hired as the Cowboys coach, it gave me a vibe that he was just kind of like a substitute teacher, right? Like this.
Yeah,
like
I agree with that.
You're just kind of here to watch over everything and like be a placeholder. But come on, are you really going to a Super Bowl with Brian Schottenheimer, or was this more of just a Jerry Jones pick? And granted, that they've had some success. Obviously, their offense playing at a very high level. But like some way, like halfway through the season, Brian Schottenheimer went from being like the substitute teacher to trying to be like the principal and like try to like rule with an iron fist, if you will. Now, I don't know like how that affects the locker room and how they feel about him. That's just what I based off seeing it from the outside.
Yeah,
and it's weird.
Yeah, it is an interesting one. At times, I really think he did a great job this year. And then other times, it's like, but they still can't win. He did you got to remember now, Schottenheimer's like part of the urban stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see how like these guys have rebounded to be able to get a head coaching job and some weird Jerry Jones stuff again, like that he gets it. And then obviously the whole thing with Parsons and now this one. It's a weird deal. Now, does it help him win in the long run? Who knows? I don't know. But I never thought for a second, by the way, the Jags were like going to be interested in this. Did you? Did you think like?
I mean,
you always say like, "Hey, well, would they?"
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously the name, right? And
bigger name than Gam, don't you believe?
Of course, yes, for sure. And you feel like, okay, can he upgrade you and everything? But like, I think right now, what the Jaguars have, they're pretty happy with.
Yeah, what a testament to what the Jags have done to be able to say, "Hey, we're cool with basically." 3 guys that weren't here to start the year playing corner and playing well with Buster Brown and Jarian Jones. I'm not saying they weren't here. They weren't the starting 3. And then Greg Newsome. Those guys have played so well. It's like, you want Trayvon Diggs over any of those guys right now? I would say no. And then you think about the locker room aspect of it. Now, the Packers are in a different deal. Looks like they're trending downward, and they need to stop the bleeding. And when you get desperate, you're like, okay, let's try it. And so we'll see if they can do it. But that Diggs one was an interesting one. Now it sounds like, I think I just saw this today, Stephon Diggs and Barmore, those situations with the law, those situations are something to watch, but they seem to be good to go for this week, the latest I saw.
Yeah.
So that's something to monitor, because that obviously changes the New England Patriots, and could it be a distraction anyway for Mike Vrabel and the Patriots now heading into the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, how can it not be? You have two players right now, and the whole Stephon Diggs thing is. Have you?
I saw a couple of. I didn't read too deep on it. I saw what happened earlier this month. This wasn't. Barmore's goes way back to like earlier this year.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to play out in the court of law, and then the Diggs one was like from a situation earlier this month where. It was a chef,
personal chef that lives, I guess, like within his confine. Like I don't know if it's like his guest house or whatever, but chef, I guess, I don't know, didn't do chef jobs. I don't know, like and once again, allegedly, right? Said it, allegedly.
But that's an interesting deal, like strangulation.
Yeah,
as part of the alleged crime there. Like,
and by the way, like I mean, once again, allegedly, but at the same time, like if I'm a personal chef and I'm making somebody, I'm at their house and like I'm probably getting handsomely paid. Yeah, I mean, I think if that happened, I'd probably say something. Like I feel like you got a great job there, but if that happens, definitely say something.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy.
I don't know where the Patriots sit. See, the Patriots for years they could win. They won. They had Tom Brady. Maybe Belichick's a part of this too. Whatever, the whole thing. They could. Like it seemed to be like they did okay despite the unbelievable, in a bad way, story of Hernandez.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that story was what it was, but it was like, and I'm not sure it's a fault of the Patriots or not, in any way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. You know this. There's often things in a building that people know in the building something's going on. Now, who in their right mind would ever think that is going on?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I guess my question here is, because of the somewhat recent history of some really bad, like a really bad thing happening with one of their top players, did the Patriots become a little bit more of a target for less leniency on anything that might happen? I don't know, or is this just an individual incident?
I think it's just an individual incident. But we'll see. I mean, yeah,
public opinion can shape that, I guess.
Well, of course, public opinion can definitely shape that. But yeah, I think it's based off of just the individual incidents. And and I'm not sure. I guess if you want to believe Mr. Hugo here, I haven't seen it, but the court date is 2 days before the AFC Championship. Is that?
Yeah, I hadn't seen that either. But here's the deal with court dates, right? I mean, doesn't it feel like a good lawyer will move that?
Yeah, he can move that a little bit.
That would be my guess. I don't know that, but I'm assuming.
And I'm gonna say it, man, because on top of Josh Allen's injury, the New England Patriots now, like, the stars are aligning, Brent. Well, it just seems like the football gods have finally starting to peek their heads over and be like, you know what? We've been kind of hard on this Jaguars fan base and their franchise for a long time. Yeah. Let's go ahead and sprinkle a couple allegations over here in New England. Let's go ahead and sprinkle a little bit here with Josh Allen and that foot. Like, obviously with the Chargers, let's go ahead and just sprinkle all of it on their offensive line. Like, things are happening, Brent.
Yeah, it's circumstance, and I think about this a lot now because we've started to flip this into, okay, what are their odds? Like, who in terms of the Jags, like, can they win this? Can they really now go on a run? Is it, in my mind, is it so premature? That's not the step we're on of the ladder. But it also speaks to the time is now. And I think if you look in college football, like in Indiana, the time is now. Who knows what they're going to be in 3 or 4 or 5 years as a program nationally. But you've got an opportunity right now to win 2 football games and be the king of the sport. Yeah. The Jags, for right now, they are a team that looks like really good. Overall, we knock on wood, and hopefully they stay healthy. And they're playing really good football at the moment. You look at any metric in the second half of the year, and they are amongst some of the best in the National Football League at just about every stat and all the EPAs and all this other stuff you want to look at. Yeah. So, like, to me, it really has switched in Jacksonville to the time is now. And, I mean, the time is Sunday to start, to make sure the time is now, because I really think if they slip up on Sunday, and it would be a major slip up, that you have a chance to really lose a lot of momentum. Do you need to win 8 games in a row? Well, no, you could still win 3 in the playoffs, but we know it would be more of a momentum shift. Like, They couldn't beat the Titans, really. Like, so it's a huge game in that respect. I will bring up one other thing. Do you think there is this idea that teams don't want to play Jacksonville? I know we've asked that because it feels right now that Herbert and Josh Allen are both sitting in hopeful chance to maybe get the 7th seed and play New England instead of the Jags, or are they really just resting up and we're reading too much into that?
I mean, honestly, listen. It's a fun narrative to be a part of, and if you think that, more power to you. But I do think it's more about just resting your guys and making sure they're ready to go for the playoffs, or at least as healthy as possible for the playoffs.
Well, it's interesting because the one thing about Herbert is, like, he's been banged up. He's playing with, I think he's been playing with a broken hand, and it's more about we think he might get killed if he's in front of this offensive line for another football game,
Correct.
Especially against that Denver defense in a must-win game.
Yeah.
The thing about Josh Allen is he might really be hurt right now, and you start to wonder. He didn't practice the last 2 days. The foot's been a thing. I didn't watch that game, but apparently it looked like it really was bothering him.
Of course, yeah.
So how hurt is Josh Allen?
He's not playing like himself. Like that's all you got to know. He's not the Josh Allen you're accustomed to seeing. Now, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know like how long it takes to heal and everything. But based off his last game, and especially the last play of the game with the game on the line, where I feel like 31 quarterbacks make that throw, and for whatever reason he doesn't.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, obviously, I think it is affecting him a little bit. And once again, that's just the fantasy god sprinkling a little bit for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean, and granted, like I get the Jaguars had a little bit too, right? Travis, like the gods were just like, well, hey, we can't make it so obvious. So like, Travis Hunter, unfortunately, we like him, but a little over there. But overall, man, Jaguars been really lucky.
Yeah, they got to keep getting that, and they're better. Like I want to we'll take this into next week's conversation a little bit more, right? Let's see what the Jags do on Sunday, and hopefully I feel a little too comfortable about this football game, and I'm not sure I like that.
Okay.
Last week was the one that I was a little nervous about. Seriously, was nervous about the Colts game. I'm not as concerned about this game, and maybe I should be. But what I'm getting at is, I think when I went into yesterday's games in college football, I know it's a totally different animal, college and the NFL, but I was like, I know Indiana's really been pretty good. They beat Oregon on the road, right? They beat Ohio State, who we think is really good. And I was still scared of, I was like, yeah, but they're Indiana, man. It's like Alabama. Like, what Alabama team's going to show up? Like the one that beat Georgia on the road, or the one that lost to Florida State at home, the one that's been playing the last few weeks. So the bottom line is, it was right in front of us. We all said Alabama, yeah, maybe they shouldn't be punished for the SEC championship loss, but they're not playing good football the last month. They really weren't. Mm-hmm. They weren't a good football team the last month. And Indiana was. And at the end of the day, really showcased itself. What a lot of people are saying about the Chargers and about the Bills is they're, specifically the Bills, is they're not really that good of a football team. Like, their defense isn't that good, and outside of Josh Allen and James Cook, they really don't have a lot. And now you've got a Josh Allen that might be significantly hurt, at least to some degree. And maybe it is there right in front of you that if the Jags do get the Buffalo Bills in round one, even though he is the most dangerous guy from a superstar standpoint, that, you know what? That's a really good matchup to get in the first round. Jags are playing really good. They're your Indiana right now. Sure. And maybe the Buffalo Bills, even though they've been good for the last handful of years and they've got this guy and they seem like they're going to show up, maybe they're just not that good. They might be the Alabama in this case.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and this is, I think, part of my issue too with Buffalo is like I have the past preconceived notions of what Josh Allen is.
Yeah.
Right? And we've seen him in the playoffs, and yes, like he hasn't won the big one yet, obviously, but I feel like it's not for a lack of effort or a lack of talent.
It's not his fault, really, right?
It's not his fault, but I don't think the Bills necessarily scare you. I think their fans coming here and with the tables and everything, like that's probably more of a scary thing than even maybe Josh Allen is right now. But you talk about a Bills team that is predicated off of James Cook. He's the leading rusher for a reason in the NFL right now. Getting the game going with him. Well, what do we know about the Jaguars defense? They can stop the run. So you're not necessarily worried about the Buffalo Bills. But if Josh Allen does get healthy, then obviously it'll be a little bit on the back burner of how you feel about it. I think with this Titans game, and listen, I slept on the Titans all year. I've been in hibernation mode, and I will finish the year sleeping on the Tennessee Titans. But I think if you're Liam Cohen and you look at like what you want to do for this game, the key to victory, or at least like the easy road to victory, well, what? You pass on the Tennessee Titans. Like, go back and watch the Saints game. Like, the Tennessee Titans can't defend anybody in the secondary right now. They can stop the run, though. And the first time the Jacksonville Jaguars played the Tennessee Titans, and I get it, like, the Jaguars had their day with them, ETN averaged 2.3 yards a carry. Tootin had 2.1. Like, they couldn't run the football set aside from Trevor Lawrence on the Tennessee Titans. So if you're Liam Cohen now, I think this is the big question. Your identity the whole year, at least what you said coming into the season, was you want to be a physical running team. Okay. Well, is the plan to carry that to the playoffs? Because you're going against Jeffrey Simmons right now, who's playing at a very high level in a Tennessee Titans defense, at least in terms of stopping the run. And I get the Saints didn't look pretty, but in terms of stopping the run, have been a lot better, even since they played the Jacksonville Jaguars. So like, if you're Liam Cohen, do you try to work your identity and try to get that momentum of running the football going into the playoffs? Or do you just say, okay, we'll let Trevor Lawrence have 3 or 4 touchdowns, we'll get everybody out, and then we'll call it a day? I think it's a fascinating discussion, because do you do what's been working so far so well, or do you try to prep your team for running the football in the playoffs?
Let's go expand on that a little bit. Take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about that, because I wanted to, I thought the Jags lost that game in the trenches against Tennessee up in Nashville, and they still won 25-3. But I don't know about loss. That might be a little bit. I wasn't impressed in that game. I don't think Liam Cohen was impressed in that game, and Simmons might have a lot to do with that. But it wasn't their best. So that's an excellent point. What do the Jags get to? Because I think there's one other element here, and I know Liam shouldn't care about this, and players won't care about this in the long run. But I think fans kind of care about it. It's been such an historic year from a numbers standpoint and everything else. You've got a lot of players that are close to really big things, from Trevor 4,000 yards to a 25-10 touchdown if he rushes one in, to you name it. Yep. So how much does that factor in this time of year? How much, even if they've got a big lead, or do you go get some of those things right now rather than, is it important at all to get Trevor Lawrence to 40 overall touchdowns? Like, I don't think so in terms of winning the game or not, but it might be a fun thing to continue to push this thing forward for the perception and all of that. So anyway, there's a lot at stake in this game, obviously from a playoff standpoint, but then there are all these other little sub-stories too that will be mixed in there. And one thing I do want to do today, I want to make us all TV execs.
Okay.
And where do you think the Jags will land? Will they get a primetime game, assuming it's against Buffalo or somebody else? So we might do that exercise coming up in the next hour or two. Brent Martineau Show, Action Sports Jax, 24/7 Network.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models, or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Hey, welcome back. Hope you had a good holiday season, everybody. Now on to 2026, and the Jaguars will start 2026 in a totally different way than they started 2026 last year. Yep. Just crazy in the what a difference a year makes world. By the way, I forgot to do that during the break. Duval TV and Duval, I think 23, says they're talking about cards.
Okay.
And how the card business and Jags cards are really doing well right now, apparently. And so I got this Trevor Lawrence card years ago. Okay. I got kind of snookered into buying a card. I thought we were sharing the card, some investment that I was making with somebody. And it turns out I paid for the whole thing. No, it wasn't Casey.
Okay, gotcha.
So I paid for the whole thing. And at times, like at 22 and stuff, it's like you could see the card go up in value. Yeah. And then obviously it's come back down or whatever, whatever cards are doing. But I'm catching the chat here, and Duval TV says like Trevor cards are going crazy right now.
As they should be.
So now I got to go find out which one I have because I really don't know. And see what it's worth.
Did we ever get word on the Jamar Chase card that we pulled years ago?
Oh, that's a good question.
Whatever happened to that?
Casey
the one of
probably already sold that
one of three. Okay, well, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. That'd be a good question to ask. I'm not sure whatever happened to the cards.
Yeah, it was.
That was our best one, right?
It was the best one. It was the Jamar Chase Season's Greetings autograph.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, rookie card.
Okay. Because there were a couple that we pulled, I think, that were pretty good when we were
not
doing that.
Not too shabby, but yeah, this one was like.
That was a good. Like you got excited on that one.
It was like a one of three, I think,
or
I think one of two. I can't remember.
And Jamar's done okay.
Not too shabby. Yeah. Not too shabby.
Michael says the easiest way to lose a game is by scheming and coaching it not to lose. Go put the Titans away, then sit the starters. You know, one of the most interesting games of the year for me was that Titans game in Nashville. And the reason why is because the Jags had done whatever they had done. I don't know. Was that maybe had just beaten Arizona or something? I think it was. So, you know, they had gone through that whole thing where it's like beat the Raiders, lose to Houston, crush the Chargers, sneak by the Cardinals in overtime, and then they had in 2 weeks the Colts coming up, but they had to get through Nashville and Tennessee not playing well, and it's like, okay, well, these are the kind of games you get a little worried about because you're going to go on the road and you're really looking past it potentially, and the Jags handled their business. Again, I don't think they played a great game in the trenches in that football game. And they still won kind of definitely going away 25-3. And then, you know, we know what they've done since. I don't feel, but in that game, I guess what I would say, my feelings were interesting because I didn't have a feeling about that game. Okay. Usually when you're going into a game or when you do like the pregame show in the morning, you kind of got like a feel. At least I do. Okay, I think they might play pretty well today or look good, or this game, this matchup, this is going to be tough. Like last week I thought was going to be tough against Indianapolis. I really did. But that Tennessee game, I remember having like no feeling because I was kind of curious about how this Jags team would show up in this kind of spot. I thought it was an unusual spot, potentially to look ahead to that huge Colts game and then try to stay on a roll a little bit by beating a bad Titans team. Well, they handled the business fine. And to that point about that message there, I thought they did come out of the game and put the ball in the hands of Trevor. He started that game really fast. I think he had 2 touchdowns in the first 18 minutes, early on in the second quarter. Yeah. And that has actually started a little bit of a run where Trevor's got off to a nice start in a lot of these games that they're winning, and that hadn't always been the case. So back to your point before the break is how will they handle this football game? Will they try to jump on them, step on their throat early? The hot hand is Trevor, keep it in his hands, or will they try to establish this run game and continue to get some momentum, where I actually think they got some last week. I thought running for 121 yards was better than they had done.
They did, but it's, you know, you're only as good as your last game, and your momentum will only carry you as much as your last game will. And I think with the Tennessee Titans right now, they are a hard team to run against. And I think if you're Liam Cohen, you have to ask the question of, based off the matchups in the playoffs, like, will you be required to get at least 100 yards rushing to win a football game? Because earlier on in the season, that's what got you the dubs, right? Was running the football over 100 yards, heavy dose of Travis Etienne, and, you know, some complimentary football with their defense, and you're going to win. And then, whatever, 3/4 of the way during the season, it became, well, hey, we got Jacoby Myers, we got Trevor Lawrence now, let it rip. And now our identity was more of, well, hey, we can just win with Trevor's arm.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think knowing what Liam Cohen has done this season and watching what he's done as a play caller, he seems to be the guy that takes what the defense gives him. And I think the Tennessee Titans defense is going to give Trevor Lawrence the green light to go ahead and throw it down the field and have success. And I think when you look at, you know, the teams that you'll be playing in the playoffs, or at least whether it's the Bills, whether it's the Chargers, you know, they can get beat through the air. My only concern, and it's not, you know, the first round of the playoffs, is, okay, what happens if you have to go to New England, right? And what happens if it's crappy weather? What happens if you have to go to Denver and maybe there's snow on the ground? And I get, like, snow doesn't mean everything, but, like, there's wind. Let's just say it's bad conditions.
Windy,
Windy, right? And maybe throwing isn't going to be at a premium. Do you have the confidence then? Can you win the physical game in the trenches? And I think you can maybe set that pace, set that tempo against the Tennessee Titans if you want to. Now, whether Liam Cohen will or not, I'm not sure, but I think it's an important conversation to have. Do you just want to reaffirm to you guys, like, hey, listen, they got Jeffrey Simmons and they got all these great guys, we can still run the football and be physical?
It's an interesting deal because if you talk to people in the organization, even on like a game day, kind of like, hey, how you feeling about this? And they're like, hey, listen, I know we're going to play hard and we're going to play physical. And they know that, but interestingly enough, this offensive line hasn't been able to push people around to the point of, since the Chargers game, really, where they're really dominating in the run. But I think to what you just said is also of note. I mean, right now, their best player on their football team is the quarterback. And when the best player on the football team is the quarterback, when you're in Kansas City or when you're in usually Buffalo, you don't try to run it all the time over the years, right? You put the ball in their hands. And so it is an interesting deal. And I think you just said something. I mean, I do think that Liam changes. Like, he doesn't stick to one thing. It's a little bit of a guessing game. I would guess Tennessee's going to come in here and say, stop the run. Simmons going into that game that week was like, hey, he's a first read guy. Just take the first read away. Stop the run. Basically put the ball in his hands. Well, they did, and he came off and got up to a hot start, and the rest was history for the Jags, for the Titans that game. And he's playing better now. So I wonder if Simmons, I don't know what he's saying this week in Nashville, but I don't know. He almost, in a way, to me, sparked some of this really good play from Trevor with some of those comments maybe. Like,
Sure,
he's a first read guy. Well, he doesn't seem like a first-read guy the way he's playing right now. Not at all. And I would suspect that they will try to stop the run, Tennessee, because that's what they're good at. Like, they're good. Simmons is so good that they can do that. And then Trevor and the passing game are going to probably have to win the day and get them going. And then maybe the pass sets up the run. And to me, more significant is, can you run in the fourth quarter when you want to run, right? Can you put teams away? That, to me, is a significant thing in the postseason. Because go back to the Denver game, and they couldn't run the ball, Austin. So, that was a tricky spot for, I think, Cohen to be in.
Yeah.
Because they're up by, 17 or 14 at least in the third quarter, and you get the football back, and you're like, okay, well, we really can't run it against these guys. They're very good on defense, too, in the run, and we can't run it. So we're going to have to throw it to try to get a first down. Well, you look up 3 plays later, you're punting the ball, and 55 seconds have gone off the clock. So to me, that's just as significant. It's when you can run it, how you can run it, not necessarily do you run it for 200 yards. Now, that would be nice, but that's not really the thing here. I think the beauty is that the Jags now are in, at least for this time being, they're in a position where they can be like the Rams or the Chiefs or the Bills, where it's like, if it's not working, you feel really good about your quarterback having the football in his hands. That's a good place to be as a play caller and as a football team.
No, without a doubt. And as long as the weather stays what it's been all year, you're confident with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, my only worry is, and this is obviously a lot of wishful thinking. We'll see what happens. But if you're talking about an AFC Championship game and the top seeds are still in there, will you have to be relied upon a little more to try to run the football to win a football game just because the weather isn't conducive to passing the ball? And I think right now, and once again, we'll see how it goes. But I think the Patriots are running the football probably a little better than the Jacksonville Jaguars are. And I think I don't have the numbers in front of me in terms of the Broncos, but I assume they're probably still running the football pretty well.
I think R.J. Harvey in that game seemed to be more of a threat.
But he was more of a threat, too, in the passing game. But that's a branch off the running game.
Well, and that being said, that's where the Jags backs have been pretty good, right? And especially if they do get Tootin back. But we saw a game just a couple weeks ago where they had 4 touchdown catches, and we know what ETN's done in the passing game. So that's good news, that you can get them involved in the capacity that when the running game isn't going well, you still get it into ETN's hands and maybe a healthy Tootin's hands as well. So I think it's going to be interesting to watch how all this unfolds and how they treat this game. I guess I haven't asked you. I mean, you feel pretty good about this game.
Against the Titans?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's what's really cool here in Jacksonville is to feel like that this team is going to show up. NFL is like that. Sports can be like that. I don't think they question that at all, with this football team. They are going to show up every week. Even what you would say as a fan or an outsider or someone here in the media, hey, they lost 35-7 against the Rams. They didn't show up. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think they didn't play well. But I don't necessarily think they didn't show up. And even against Seattle, didn't play well. That can happen in sports where you don't play well. But there's no concern here about the Jags, taking this game for granted, just looking ahead at the playoffs. I don't think that's a thought at all for this football team. And that's, next week you don't have to even worry about that kind of stuff because it's the playoffs. But in games like this, where I did have a player tell me earlier this year, it's hey, sometimes these games are the hardest games when you're expected to win. And as those games get even a little closer, like last week against the Colts, it becomes more pressure is put on you to perform, even in real time, because you're looking up at the scoreboard, you're like, wait a minute, they said we were supposed to win by 10, 2 touchdowns, whatever it might be. And I do think that's I think that's a tricky spot to be in from a mental standpoint sometimes. And the Jags have been in that multiple times this year. And overall, I think they've handled that pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, I know Mike McCoy said, that they plan on coming to Jacksonville and try to ruining the party, right? And ruining their home playoff chances. And I mean, I don't know if that's bulletin board material or not. I'm not sure if Liam Cohen's going to use that or not. But hey, why not? I mean, he said it. They're trying to come to your house and ruin your good time. Use it by all means. But what more incentive do you need to not look past this Titans team? You literally have a home playoff game on the line. You have a divisional championship on the line. You're playing probably your biggest rival. I mean, I know Houston's up there too, but you're probably playing your biggest rival at home in the last game of the regular season. I don't think you need any more incentive to try to show up and put on your best performance. So I expect Liam Cohen to have these guys ready, just like he's kind of had them ready all year. And I don't think you need any other the extracurricular outside noise to motivate you or add fuel to the fire, because it's for the division, man. You win and you earn a home playoff game. Enough said. Yeah, enough said.
It's as easy as that. Did you see? I wanted to just bring this up real quick. I thought this was good. You said Mike McCoy and what he said. He was asked about Trevor Lawrence, and I'll just read you this quote from 2022. He was referencing 2022. He said, the question is, on the lessons in year 2 with Trevor Lawrence that he applied with Cam Ward. And he said, I would say this. Trevor's first year in 22 with Trevor, very similar to his year this year and Cam Ward early on as you go into a new year, a new system. There's the ups and downs, seeing plays for certain coverages for the first time. You get thousands of reps in the offseason program through training camp, but then you start tweaking things, adding things. And we were over in London, and him, meaning Trevor, and Marissa, his wife, were up there eating. We were getting ready to get on the plane. I can actually picture exactly what he's talking about where we were. We had a little bit of a delay there before we went to the airport, so I went up there and talked to him about it. I said, hey, listen, buddy, you're doing a great job. It's the first year. There's some things you're learning in the system. It's going to click at some point in time, I promise you. And then we got on that run. Then we got on the playoff run. We beat the Chargers in the playoff, all things like that. So it's not surprising at all that the early parts of a season and seeing players like him take off in the first year of the system. Yeah. That was just pretty interesting context with McCoy having gone through this with Trevor. Obviously, Ward seems to be playing better football. He's not surrounded by a whole hell of a lot, and we know that. But Trevor's now done this twice with that kind of perspective. First year of Doug's system, first half of the year was okay, then take off. Now, again, here with obviously Liam Cohen, first year, it'll be interesting to watch other first-year coaches and offenses. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you don't have to do that in Jacksonville for quite some time. Yeah. But to see if that's like a delineation, right? If it takes 8 or 9 games, are these going to be some – because Ward's definitely playing better than he was here over the last 3, 4, 5 games. He is. Even though he's not surrounded by much. And Trevor really is – I mean, you take a – I don't know how many jumps are like this. Maybe there are more than we know. But you take 22 and 25, and they're very similar in terms of going from very mid and questioning to, holy crap, put him in the MVP conversation. No, he's now done that twice in his career.
Yeah, listen, anything takes time, man. You can't expect a guy to go out there, learn the entire playbook, the scheme, the calls and everything to have success right away. It takes time. Yeah, I thought it was interesting context and hindsight from McCoy, and I know he's really close with Trevor Lawrence as well. There was a comment in the chat that I was going to get to. Oh, somebody had asked about the Troy Aikman thing. Did you see that in Miami? So apparently the Dolphins are bringing Aikman into the fold. Now, they've had Dan like a
Marino.
EVP?
Well, they're not bringing him. He's going to advise, right, or a consultation or whatever as they continue to.
On Tua? Well, advise what?
I think just in general. I don't think it's on Tua.
Okay.
Because I think Tua's done. What's interesting, because it's not like he's going to help pick out a coach, but he'll assist Dolphins in the general manager search because they do have that. Okay. And then I'm assuming there'll be a little bit of a trickle-down domino effect of where else he might impact the organization. What's fascinating is Dan Marino's been involved in that organization for a long time. Yeah. So putting Aikman, I think the thought is putting Aikman in that role because he's seen all 32 teams, with his broadcasting, and he visits with other teams, and and he knows what good looks like and his interactions with people, that he might have more knowledge rather than a guy like Marino, who's down there in South Florida and just has his eyes on this organization.
Sure.
In many respects, and basically the question was, is this like the Jags have done with Tony Boselli? And I guess the comp with Boselli is not just former player, but it's also that Boselli was doing a lot of broadcasting around the league. So he wasn't just taking in what was going on in Jacksonville. Sure. He was having conversations around the league and maybe used some of that now over this past year to help out the Jaguars. I think what people are getting at, what they've asked in the last day since this report, are the Jaguars being a little bit of a blueprint here to get other players involved.
Yeah, I mean, well, you could say the Lions are the blueprint.
Former players.
Yeah. I mean, well, obviously the Lions.
Well, I would say that, yes.
Yeah, you would say that.
But Spielman, in fairness, was more like an internal guy, kind of like Boselli, that knew a lot about the organization. Yeah. He wasn't really much of an external guy, as far as I know.
So are they paying Trakeman for this or not?
I think
it's an official role?
Yeah, and then some people wonder if he does get this, like if he does this, will he even be able to broadcast Dolphins games?
Yeah,
like even that has come up.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't see, like, the whole Aikman thing throws me up because, like, I get he talks around the league, but, like, he's not with the Dolphins organization.
Yeah.
So so
he's an outsider.
I guess you're an outsider, and I guess maybe being an outsider and not having the aqua colored glasses on helps you out a little bit. But also, I think, like, having someone that really knows the organization, what it means to be a Dolphin, I think that, like, just like Tony Boselli with the Jaguars, I think that only helps things as well. So, I mean, yeah, like, will more teams follow suit? Probably, right? Because it's a copycat league, and if it's working in one team, it'll work with another team. At least that's the thought process. So I can see this being a thing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it goes. Again, this is not new. Even what Boselli's doing. When Boselli came into this, which made a lot of sense, of course, we bring up the Spielman one, but we also know John Lynch has done a terrific job overall. Look what they've done in San Francisco. And Elway at first did an okay job because he went and got Peyton Manning. And then he kind of gradually went away from that position as things weren't going as well because they've tried quarterbacks and it didn't work. So I think there are examples of this working and not working.
Sure.
Getting former players involved.
Of course. Yeah. And like, I mean, you'd probably know better than I do. Like, in terms of like the roster though, like, is Tony Boselli like, I mean, they confide in him.
Oh yeah,
but I still
part of conversation.
But I still feel like it's like James Gladstone's.
It's his
roster management.
I would say that's fair to characterize.
I feel like in Denver, it's like, all right, well, Paxton Lynch is Don Elway's guy.
It was, yeah. He was making more of those decisions. That's a good call. And like, listen, Tony's watching tape on college guys for next year's draft. Like, he's doing things like that.
Of course.
So he's part of the process, but he's another voice in the process. I think another set of ears in the process. And then they obviously collaborate. But it's definitely, I don't think there's any doubt here. Like, these are James Gladstone's pieces.
But when it comes to offensive linemen, I mean, obviously that's a guy you want to consult him because that dude knows the position.
Yeah. Oh, but I think with the Aikman role and even the Tony role and maybe even the Spielman role, but I think more recent the Tony role now, if they're going to include Aikman in some way, shape, or form. And Aikman, by the way, might just be totally just, hey, let's go help pick out the GM. But I think this is more feel around the league. Like, okay, it's not working in our building.
Yeah.
What have you grasped from other buildings? It'd be like me trying to go to like 20 different TV stations and take a tour for a few months and being like, hey, what do they do well? Or what do they do? You know what I mean? Which is okay. Like, that's part of it. But I think when you get stuck in your own mud, in your own place, and maybe that's where the Dolphins feel like they are right now overall and trying this out. It's unique. It's different. I don't know if Aikman's going to make a difference or not. But I think Tony Boselli, what he's done will be a domino effect. I think to probably answer the question that was really trying to be asked, he will be, if this continues to work, and it's not just this year, if this works next year and the year after, people will now put it in the pile of the John Lynches of the world and maybe the Spielmans of the world and be like, hey, this isn't a bad way to go. And I think you'll get the Cleveland Browns and you'll get the New York Jets. You'll get those kind of organizations that say, let's try this. And maybe it's a Joe, who's a great offensive lineman.
Joe Thomas?
Cleveland. Joe Thomas. All right, maybe it's Joe Thomas that comes back and helps out. Like, who knows who it is. And I think in a way, that's what the Jets were looking for in kind of an Aaron Glenn. Like he knows what he's now seen it, how it works, and he knows what we're all about. So let's try to get that with him as the head coach. Like, you understand it. But I do think Tony and company will be a little bit of a blueprint to see what it works, if it works. But I also don't know if you can copy it exactly, because this one really seems like it's working. I don't know if you'll get three people that are that attached instantaneously from three different backgrounds.
I doubt it.
Which is crazy. That's the way it's worked in Jacksonville, at least at this point. Let's take a break. Brent and Austin Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. I feel like the Jaguars are going to end up on Monday Night Football after the first round, in the first round of the playoffs.
Ooh, it's going to be a school night, but I'm down.
I don't know this. Nobody knows this. Well, maybe some people know it, but I feel like they are. Where do you think they could land? Take a look at the rest of the weekend in the NFL. Will we see any shockers? We're going to say we're not going to see any stunners, but I feel like something's going to happen in the NFL this week that we're not expecting. It usually does. We'll take you there. Plus, we got our weekend spreads a little bit later on. Looking for a new vehicle here in 2026? Nobody but Nimnick. NimnickBuickGMC.com. Nimnick Buick GMC off Phillips Highway. Go check them out. They hope you had a very happy holidays and your season was filled with joy, gratitude, and time with the ones who matter most. Now spend that time in the car. Maybe a new vehicle or a used one from Nimnick Buick GMC. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47.
Right here. Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
You have the opportunity to explore what you might want to do with your life.
There's so many opportunities here that it can spark interest that you didn't even know you had.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard Exterior and Gutter Helmet Showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
We were just saying this, if you watch like the coverage or the ball drop or whatever else for New Year's Eve, I don't know which one you watch, but like we were at this place down in Orlando with my buddy, and they had like 800 channels, and we couldn't find like the regular stuff.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I don't know if it was like a Spectrum or whatever, but we could hardly find it. But then when I saw it, like, I didn't think, did the ball not drop? Did it malfunction? Did they not show it? Like, what was the story there?
I have no idea, man.
Anybody see anything about that?
I didn't even see the ball drop.
Did you fall asleep?
No, I didn't. I just never even tried to turn it on.
Don't care.
It's another year.
Just another year. Had a baby. I like it. He's already
another
old.
Year and another ball dropping. Yeah.
I do want, that's like our, is that going to be a pass down thing? Like, are we going to get to a point where people don't care about that?
I mean, I feel like as long as people are in Times Square, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Which I don't get that whole thing, by the way.
People always go to a party, but yeah, I have no desire to ever do that.
That's not a party, though. That's just stupidity, as far as I'm concerned.
It really is.
Going and standing where you're shoulder to shoulder people, you can't move. Like, if you have to use the bathroom, good luck.
Go in your pants.
Yeah, probably have
Adult
to.
diapers.
Yeah, right?
That's what I heard.
Like, it's a real thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. I know people that have gone.
Yeah, let's
And so
bring in
it's-
the new year with some adult diapers and
most of the time, it's awful weather.
yeah,
Right?
I'm all set. Good.
I
don't get it.
think about like another thing that people like to do that you wouldn't
That
want
I would never do. Great. This is a great question.
So, like, to me, I'll give you one.
Times Square is okay. Number one, maybe.
Like, I have zero desire in my life, and I understand the mission and the sense of accomplishment. And I will never do this. I will never run a marathon. Like, no desire. Like, I have a desire maybe if you lose a few pounds, so maybe I'll go for a run, but never to that degree.
Okay.
I will die happily without running a marathon. I think I would run a marathon before go to that. If you give me those two options to go to New Year's Day all day, or go train and run for a marathon, I think I would pick a marathon.
I'm picking a marathon as well, for sure. Without a doubt. Yeah.
So
and I don't like to run necessarily. I do it because the job requirement of being a fighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going to the New Year's Eve.
So what else is there that people gravitate to? You get a crowd like that. Let's rule out Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade because that seems kind of similar to this one.
Not gonna watch any kind of the royal wedding stuff. I can't stand that. So take it off. I'm not gonna share photos of any vacation that I go on.
I'm already guilty of that. So
hey, the two show, but hey, I'm not gonna do it. Other like events or things I wouldn't do. Great question. Yeah, those are kind of the ones that stick out to me. Chandler, what do you got?
I think I'd rather see the ball drop than run a marathon.
Wear the diaper.
Maybe not first row, but I would like to be there rather than killing my body,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fair enough. That's a lot. By the way, it's a lot less work. It's a day to go to New Year's Eve.
I got another one. The Kentucky Derby. I'm not going in like the stands and dressing up for that. Like I'll be in like the infield and like
party on,
jumping on porta potties and everything. Let's go. But I'm not going to put on a stupid hat with a suit and boots and get all muddy in the sake of a 2-minute horse race. I'm good.
I feel you. That's okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. I do have a strong desire to go to the Kentucky Derby. I don't know if I will do all that or not. I haven't really thought about it to that degree. I'm trying to think of what else people do. Like, how about Mardi Gras? Would you like to go to Mardi Gras? You would.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A day, though, not
like the whole thing. Because it goes on for like,
yeah.
Isn't it like 10 days?
I would die. Like yeah, just give me a day, and I'm in and out.
We've like
Disney.
I think we've bumped. Yes. By the way, Disney for anything other than drink around the world is a no for me. Not a bad one. In fact, we were down in Orlando with my buddy. They were there for Disney, and this is like the worst week for Disney. This between the holidays, they sell it out. I'm still amazed that Disney, year after year after, like I just asked the question: Will like a New York ball drop be like? Will it go away some point? The allure of it. Well, I've got to be honest with you. By now, I figured the allure of Disney would at least subside, and it does. I feel like it's more expensive than it's ever been, and I feel like there might be more people going than have ever been. And I don't know that part, but wouldn't you think you'd get to the point where almost anybody that wants to go to Disney or can go to Disney, like has been to Disney, and that a lot of those people want to go back?
Of course, man. Disney adults are a real thing.
Yeah. My wife.
It's a pandemic.
My wife's on the list.
Yeah.
She will like look at. She has the app. She will like randomly say on "Give me a ride," Avatar or whatever. Oh, it's like a 3-hour wait right now for Avatar. Or it'll be like 35-minute wait for Avatar. She's like, "Let's go."
Express pass that bad boy, Brent. Spend the extra $200.
Yes.
Got to get the express pass.
But now you can only do a few of them.
True. Yeah. So Disney's up there.
That's a good one, by the way, man. I'm with you on the. I haven't been to Disney since 2019, and I've never been happy.
Let me ask you this, because this was a big thing at the beach on the first, which I had no idea. So I got my hair cut, right? And the barber I always go to, they're all talking like, "Hey, man, you do the polar bear plunge? You gonna do it?" I'm like,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
But here's the thing. It's not a polar bear plunge. Like, it's not like you're in the middle of central Wisconsin and then take a chainsaw and cut out the middle of the ice and you jump in like I've done before in high school. Like, you're going to casually walk in the Atlantic Ocean when it's 50 or 60 degrees and say, "Oh, I'm somebody"? Come on.
Still really cold, but not that cold.
Not that.
They did that in Rhode Island, right?
Yeah,
when we were in Rhode Island, okay, it's freezing.
Yeah.
Like,
so
I get
would
it.
you do that?
No, that's a good one, though.
You wouldn't do a polar bear plunge?
No, that's a good. Like, I mean, would I do the polar bear plunge over like New Year's Eve? Absolutely. Or over a marathon? Absolutely. But I am not signing up for the polar bear. Like, ever in my life, I'm not signing up for it.
Running up the bulls?
Have no desire.
No? But would you do it, though?
I don't. You'd have to, like, it would have to be a live camera on me.
This
so if I get
gored, all the clout.
I do. Like, you'd have to be, like, live camera for the show.
Yeah.
If I get gored to death, you saw it all happen.
But I'm just saying, for your own self-fulfillment, to be like,
No.
damn, okay, nothing. No, you good?
I am very,
Chandler, no? Right with the Bulls?
No, me at all.
Like,
I
you
don't
guys
have
got to
a
live
lot
a
of
little
this,
bit.
man. I don't have a lot of
You got to live a little bit.
You want to do that?
I would do it, yeah.
Well, yeah, you fight for a living. No
Okay.
kidding you want to do it.
Whoa,
like,
what?
Like, you get into a cage with another person and want to, like, kick the crap out of them. Like,
Sharks. Well, what about, would you cage dive with sharks?
Yes.
Cage. I think I would do that.
Yeah.
I would
It's
do that.
safe. I mean, set aside the oxygen tank and everything.
Yeah, now, like, the only thing is, like, lately I got, like, more claustrophobia happening as I get older. And I'm not sure how.
Then he's not
I don't
doing
think I
it.
do well with the tank and everything. Like, I don't. Like, I've been freaking out lately at times, some things.
You okay? What's going on?
I don't know. Like, I swear, like, I told my family this the other day. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I, like, had to, like, I couldn't go back to bed for a little bit.
I'm going to go out on a limb then. Wearing a respirator along with being in a steel cage
I don't think it would do well.
isn't probably going to go well for you.
I don't know why this is, like, why this is happening to me.
Weird.
Yeah, like, I mean, it happened. I think I've told the story, but it happened when I had to get an MRI like about a dozen years ago, and I like freaked out.
Yeah.
On the MRI.
I mean,
it was the longest hour of my life because I did it. Like I came out first.
Okay.
I was like, whoa, I can't do this. When the cage went down on top of your like head, you know that?
And all the sirens and stuff.
Well, I didn't care about the noise. The noise wasn't in. It was the cage, and I was like, I was stunned by it, like that.
Yeah.
It bothered me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'll be all right. Don't worry about it. And so like I do it, and I just closed my eyes for an hour, and my brain and head went to places that I don't think it should ever go to avoid knowing what I was doing at the time. Like for an hour, I went to places that I would not even admit I went to avoid. Like I swear to God. And it was the longest hour of my life. And I was like, what just happened?
So let me ask you this, though. Do you think it was a result of feeling claustrophobic, or was it the result of just like not having something to do and just chilling and kind of being in your own thoughts for an hour?
No. The initial thing was like when they put that down.
You see,
I was like,
your face is
whoa!
scraping.
Like I was like, whoa! And now even recently, like I'll do that on occasion where I like freak out a little bit because I can get my mind going there, which is weird. Like that's a weird thing, and that's what happened the other night. Like I was like, I couldn't. I usually can distract from it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't get away from it.
Okay.
I was literally doing laps around the house at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, you ain't going down with sharks then, man. Sorry.
Yeah, so I couldn't. I don't think I could do it, but I would do it if I could figure that part out. I need your breathing exercises.
Okay, I'll be sure to
I was
send
thinking
those
of you
over
the other
to
day. I was
Really?
actually like, I saw something on. I was like, I got to start like doing breathing
It works
exercise
wonders, man.
twice
I'm
a
telling
day, and just to like, because I'm not like an anxious person overall.
Yeah.
I don't think. But man, I don't know. Is that an older age thing? I have no idea. No idea. But it never was until like that MRI time, and now a couple other like instances.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's getting worse.
Yeah, man. I'll get some breathing exercises going here. Let's get you back on track, man. We can't be freaking out.
Like I'm in an elevator.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Like no problem.
Sure.
Like no, I don't even.
What about
none
like a
of
water
that.
slide or something? How do you think you'd do?
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
Interesting.
Yeah, really weird.
Yeah.
Stop smoking that stuff. Hey, dude, I need the stuff when that happens.
I don't know what that. So it seems like if it's not in your control, like if you don't have the control, so maybe it's more like I don't think it's necessarily like you're getting older. I think it's more like a psychological thing, bro.
Yeah, but you've got to
listen to me give professional advice. Like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
There's got to be like a sense. See, I'll get this sometime because I have my allergies.
Listen to one Joe Rogan podcast. I'm an expert. Yep.
Yeah, I know. I get in that way too, but it might be sometimes like I get clogged up.
Okay.
As well because of my allergies.
Yeah.
And so then you can't breathe in through, you know what I mean? Like normally. And so then I put I was like, oh my gosh, that's like bad. But yeah, the other day I seriously thought I was going to have to like leave the house for a moment and go get fresh air. I was like, what is going on here? This is bad. I'm just being honest.
I know, and my
I'm
reaction
just telling
is
you the
being
truth.
honest. That's not normal, though, Brent.
I know. Like I told Steph and Kaylee, and they were like kind of doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then Kaylee, like, because I was going to Indy that day when I told them, and so Kaylee texted me like Sunday morning. She's like, "Did you make it?"
Yeah.
Did you wake up?
No. Hey, no. That's and even though she's on my team and Steph was on my team too for the working thing, and we did great. Brent, you can't tolerate that. Brent,
hey,
Brent, you gotta milk this for all it's worth. Pull the Urban Meyer. Just be like, just be like,
yeah, maybe that's what Urban was going through.
You guys are killing me, and I need you to chill out a little bit. Like, milk it, man. If you're gonna go through it, make people feel bad about it at least.
Yeah,
don't let them joke on you like that.
Yeah, I kind of get it. I'd be making fun of myself. Quite frankly, I can't believe I'm here.
Yeah.
Is it only going to keep getting worse? That's my real fear.
I'm not a doctor once again, but the prognosis looks like it might be.
It looks pretty bad.
You know, like I don't think it's going to get better. You're just going to wake up one day, get 8 hours of sleep, and be like, yeah, that's done.
Yeah, not good.
Man.
Not in a good place.
All right.
I mean, I'm fine, like here.
Yeah.
But that was just like one-off. If it happens every like 10 years, I'm cool with it. That's fine. Yeah. I can handle it.
All I'm going to say is if you're going to start having anxiety attacks now out of nowhere, at least make your family feel bad about it. Like, at least make your family feel like it's their fault.
Yeah, I will.
And not your own doing. Pass the blame, Brent.
It's really kind of strange because I don't feel like I'm like a high-stress, anxious person.
Yeah. Maybe you just gotta find because you work a lot, dude. Like you're.
I don't see how this is related.
Well, because I think
stress.
Yeah, stress. You need to something where you can just unwind. You know what you need? You need golf back.
Yep.
I need golf back. Okay, fair enough.
You need golf back.
Fair enough.
Dr. Lane's going to prescribe at least 36 holes a week for you.
What's kind of crazy is these two instances that I just described to you are both instances where I'm doing nothing.
but
I'm literally chilling out, doing nothing.
Yeah. But see, that's the problem because you feel like you should be doing something.
No, that's fair.
And then you get in your thoughts.
Man, I'm good.
That's fair.
There it is.
Harvard, give me that PhD.
That might be fair.
Come on. Yeah, bro. It's the fact that your mind just has time to wander and you feel like, okay, I should be texting somebody about the show. Or
that could be.
That is, Brent.
Maybe
find yourself a hobby, man.
Hobby, okay.
Not non-sports related or golf, but yeah.
Yeah. I usually...
Sleep paralysis monster is Dan Hickman.
Is that a thing? Sleep paralysis monster?
Yes. Well, they call them demons. The sleep paralysis demon. Yeah. You never had sleep paralysis?
No.
I had it once.
Like, what is that? What is that like?
You can't move. Like you're stuck. It's like it feels like you're dreaming, but you're awake. It's really creepy, man. It happened to me once.
Really?
Thank God it never happened again. Yeah, it's not.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
You heard of that, Chandler?
Is it like when you're in a dream and you just can't get up? You know you're in it?
So it's like it's blurring the lines between being awake and being asleep, but like your body thinks you're awake and you can't move. Yeah.
That'd be freaky.
Yeah.
Midlife crisis is next. I mean, aren't I past that, or is
Brent's gonna dye his hair blonde? Here we go.
Drinking days in a row, all the signs. Yeah, maybe that's it.
Drinking probably doesn't help. This is great. This is the best. Hey,
this is great life advice.
This is the best segment of the year.
So, how did we get? How did you get your life advice? Well, definitely from the chat on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Whatever works.
People are concerned, man.
I would be too. I was concerned that night for a moment. I'll keep you up to date.
What
happens?
You got to ask what the people in what are the shows that you watch? Landman.
Well, definitely cigarettes for Landman.
Yeah,
okay.
There you go, man. Do what they do. You got
Billy Bob's got the cigarettes all the time.
Brent, that's what you got to do, man, for the Action Sports Jackson. Like, smoke them if you got them. Like, put a cigarette in, talk about the Jaguars a little bit, vent a little bit.
That's not bad. I'll be
like talking.
It'll be like you playing with Jay Cutler all over again, man.
There we go. Good times. Great times.
I don't know where the hell we were going before we got to that. So
you're fine, man.
Maybe it's better to get right on track and take a timeout.
Yeah.
I got to go get a drink of water after that conversation.
Brent's got to do some breathing.
I got breathing. Which breathing exercise do you do? Because I found one. It's like
there's a couple.
4 in.
Yep.
Hold for 7 seconds.
Okay.
Exhale for 8 seconds. Is that a good one?
That's kind of the standard one. That's going to get the heart rate down.
Okay.
There's box breathing where it's 4 in, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and then hold out for 4. The one I do in the morning, it's the Wim Hof technique. Basically, you put your body in fight or flight mode. So like you go like nonstop, and then you hold your breath for as long as you can. My record is 3 minutes 15 seconds. You hold your breath as long as you can, and then that puts your body in almost like a fight or flight, and it kind of wakes you up and it kind of gives you a jolt.
Okay, so time out. So you wake up, you went.
Okay, I mean,
like that.
Do you want to take you through it?
For how long?
So you do it for 30 times, but it's not like it's like so 30 times. You're gonna feel lightheaded, right?
Okay.
And then on the 30th one, you exhale everything out, then you hold it, and you kind of close your eyes, and you just chill. And
3 minutes and 15 seconds.
That's that's my record. Yeah, but I also do it laying down. Yeah.
I used to be able to swim in a pool up and back underwater.
Yeah. It's the same principle.
3 minutes and 15 seconds. That's unbelievable. That's pretty damn good.
But it's something you got to work your. I mean,
you've been doing that a while.
I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years.
I remember we went to 2 Super Bowls, right? Miami and Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
So this would have been Atlanta, and I remember
I was probably
waking
up. I was probably waking up the whole room doing it.
We were rooming together.
Yeah.
And he was doing the breathing exercise before bed and getting up.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's committed.
Yeah, that's dedicated.
You know, that's
man.
dedication.
But like, it's not even dedication. It just becomes like your whole routine.
Part of your routine.
Yeah,
It's like brushing your teeth.
Exactly. Like, hey, if I want to fall asleep, let me do my breathing stuff. If I want to, get up in the morning, let me do my breathing stuff.
So which one do you like the best? That one?
It depends. For like starting your day off and just kind of having like a sense of calm, the Wim Hof one I just mentioned.
Yeah.
That's great. If it's during the day and it's like, man, I just don't feel right, then like the box breathing or like the method that you mentioned is better.
It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. So, and before bed, you'll do it too?
But before bed, mine's a little different. It's more like meditation. I do like I exhale as long as possible. So that's like, I think my record there is like 1 minute and 10 seconds, just like really slowly. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I do that, and then I just do kind of like, just thinking and stuff.
Cigarettes and coffee. It'll get better.
I like it,
yeah.
man.
This is probably the 6 things of coffee a day don't help.
Brent, can we get you on the steroids, cigarettes, and coffee workout, please?
Well,
come on, man.
Yeah, I might. Maybe I do that.
Let's go.
Because actually, I want to lose a few pounds and get a little stronger.
Exactly.
So this is a great diet for that. Cigarettes, coffee, and steroids.
Hey, do you think if you're juiced to the gills, you got time to think about anxiety? No, it's like, let me go lift something real quick. Like, you don't got time to think about your own thoughts. Steroids.
I saw a guy at the show at Strings the other day. He was massive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, how do you get that big?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Cigarettes, coffee, and maybe other thing. I don't know. Yeah. But it's got to be uncomfortable to be a bodybuilder. Like,
there's no way,
There's
man.
no way that's comfortable.
Well, first of all, if you take it seriously, like eating like boiled chicken and broccoli every single day, I'm all set with that. Then on top of it, having to go to the gym 3 hours a pop and. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but just like if you're.
Just it means sitting, just living. I got you. Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
That'd be uncomfortable.
Yeah, you have to get everything's got to be tailored and all that.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Brent Austen Show. Sorry. Welcome to the new year.
Yeah, man.
Action Sports.
New year, new Brent.
New year, new Brent, new show. Welcome to Fridays here on the show. We're just trying to help. Or me just trying to get help. We'll be back. Noon hour ahead.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
What's been going on?
We're both dealing with a lot of guilt right now.
Can't sleep,
Not
can't
eating.
eat. See that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? We only paid $100 for it.
Looks like we're out of time. Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get a Hyundai Santa Fe with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet.
Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good.
Heard this guy played in the NFL.
I think he's an MMA fighter. I've actually been on his show, the Brent Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man. It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at jacksonvilleicemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Welcome back. Brent and Austin Show. Casey Kurtz making an appearance. Happy New Year, Casey.
What up?
Do you have any resolutions or anything besides don't play fantasy football anymore?
No, just that.
Yeah.
I'm no longer playing fantasy football. Don't ask. I won't play.
Done.
I'm done with it. No questions about it.
And is this a Lad McConkey problem? Is it more of a collective? Like who are we blaming most of for this decision?
JJ McCarthy for sure. But like in the beginning, JJ McCarthy, but then now it is Lad McConkey because.
Yeah. Hey, I know.
What?
I had him on my team as well.
Known dropper Quentin Johnston having a banner year.
Yeah.
Tight end nobody had heard of. Let's throw it to him.
Yeah.
16 running backs. Let's throw it to those guys. Will Disley, I think.
75-year-old Keenan Allen.
75-year-old Keenan Allen. I'm over it. And then the most foul part of the whole thing is I'm watching that game. Was that a Saturday game? Why was I watching this? It must have been Saturday.
Yeah, Christmas.
So it was somewhere they were on like standalone. That's the only reason I was watching it.
Yeah.
And whoever's broadcasting is like, they show like Lad McConkey, and they're like, he doesn't even have a target yet. And I'm like,
I know, right?
Not even a target.
Yeah.
I'm done. I will not play again.
I don't know what happened to your guy in the Lad McConkey this year.
He sucks.
He was like 6.5 catches. Nope, slam it.
You tell me, man.
He sucks.
I don't know either, Brent. I took him in like the second round.
Told you.
I'm glad you made fun of him earlier this year. That was the right thing to do.
I think Brent takes him now. Like I mean, I was skeptical. I think Brent could beat him up.
But seriously, think on that front. Like, do you think teams just found a way to eliminate him?
No, I think Keenan Allen became a thing again. Like I think Lad McConkey last year was Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen this year is Keenan Allen.
But Lad McConkey early on was still Lad McConkey. Like I
This
think in the
season?
first 4 or 5 weeks of the season,
He was
wasn't
good early.
Yeah, he was very good. He was
Yeah.
getting like 7 catches a game, 8 catches a game.
He was. It went from like.
Went all to nothing.
Yes.
Well, and once again, the emergence of Quentin Johnston,
Known catcher
Quentin Johnston, didn't help either.
I guess he wasn't great.
No, Lad wasn't great at all this season.
He wasn't early on?
No.
No. I mean, week 1, he 13
points.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh,
13, 9, 8.
What
sorry. Catch. You want real stats. I got you. My bad.
Yeah.
Catches week 1, 6 in order 6, 5, 4, 1, 5, 7, 9, 6. And then I don't know what happened into week 9. But into week 9, 4, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1. That ain't going to get it done.
Decoy.
He's a decoy.
He sucks.
Decoy.
This also could.
I had him too. Huh?
This could potentially, and I don't want to, go crazy here. This could potentially be on the Chargers for not being able to block for more than because he runs deep routes.
Yeah, he runs like those overs
He's
and
also
stuff.
in the slot, though.
No, I know.
You feel like the ball comes out quickly?
No, I think it's on him for sure. But
How many deep balls did Johnston have again?
That's true. They did throw those.
They keep throwing those to him.
Yeah, I think they should cut him.
Quentin Johnston?
No,
or Ladd McConkey?
Ladd McConkey.
Oh, get him out of there.
I should have cut him.
It's pretty interesting to look at some of the receivers. And is this more common than we actually know that we think about, that you get a guy like McConkey, right, that year to this year? Brian Thomas Jr., we all know, well documented, right? It's been a sophomore slump, if you will.
Probably mad at
Justin
that guy.
Jefferson.
But Jefferson, I think, he doesn't have like the dip because he's got excuses. Like, the excuses are pretty right in front of you,
That's fair.
I think. But I would go even to this on the college level. I mean, I think people are amazed at what's happened with Ryan Williams for Alabama. I mean, he went from like a Heisman candidate, felt like going into the year, to a guy that really is like, he doesn't get targeted sometimes in games. It's nuts. So I don't
forget he plays.
Is that something to keep an eye on? Is that a more trendy thing than we admit because we get in love with the Jamar Chases and Jeffersons that usually deliver on a regular basis? We do have example of this in Jacksonville. DJ Chark went to a Pro Bowl, and then like I don't even know if he's in the league right now. So do we have to be careful of that? I guess from a receiver standpoint, where you can get a boom year, but be careful, like kind of like a quarterback, right? C.J. Stroud, unbelievable year 1. Then what happened the next 2 years? You have to see more.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild though. Like, okay, with Brian Thomas Jr., that's his own doing, right? Because he has
the drops
and everything. Yeah, it's his own doing. Like, there's some wide receivers for whatever reason, like they don't get the targets like they should probably, and that goes into it as well. But wide receivers are predicated usually off the quarterback. Right? If you don't have a good quarterback, if the quarterback's going to give you the targets, well, then what can you really do? Now, once again, with Brian Thomas Jr., I feel like it's different because he did get the targets, he just didn't make use of them. But I think every situation at the wide receiver spot is different. I think a running back, you kind of know. Like, for instance, Bijan Robinson. Has he given you any reason to think that he's not going to be the real deal for the next couple of years?
If I pick him in fantasy, he suck.
All right, well, unless Casey picks him.
That's like me. That's like me betting on a college
dude's
game,
gonna play
right now.
Dude's going to play 17 games like he will, but with Casey, he's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to average like 2 point yards.
He'll tear both Achilles.
They don't give him the ball enough. You can make the case
Bijan?
still.
Yeah.
I don't know how many touches he has this year.
No,
but
I get it. Tyler, Algier is still a thing as well, I guess.
He is really. It's amazing how good he is.
Bijan's good, man.
The one thing I guess that sounds stupid when I'm going to say it, but maybe you just don't give enough like credit for quarterbacks and receivers having feel for each other. Because like, go back to Brian Thomas Jr., most of this was Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Like that. And go to Ryan Williams, like different situation last year.
That's a good call.
So I don't know if we just don't.
But then the McConkey one doesn't seem to fit.
I think he just sucks. But maybe we just don't give that enough potential. Look at Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen was bad on the Bears, and then goes to the Chargers.
Good point.
Like back with Herbert, it works. So maybe we don't give that enough credit sometimes because it feels like you should be able to, if you're as talented as some of these receivers are, you should be able to just figure it out.
Yeah.
But
This is why Tyreek Hill should probably make the Hall of Fame then, because he made Tua Tagovailoa look like an All-Pro.
Yeah.
And now what?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I do think there's something to what you're saying, so I'll give you 2 examples of that. We, at least here in Jacksonville, we know that going into this year, Trevor didn't have that with anybody. Really, none of those guys. And it struggled in the early going, but that was on the heels of having that with Ingram and Kirk and Zay Jones even a couple of years ago. And you could feel that. Like, you could really see the trust. We know this exists like in Kansas City. I mean, we say it all the time. I mean, these guys are so dang good because they're off script and they just know each other so well. So it makes it more amazing here in Jacksonville that all of a sudden this Jacoby Myers and Trevor thing fit like a glove after one practice. Like, it's pretty amazing how some of that happens. And I don't know how that happens. I don't know if that happens in other places. But I do think the game is so fast at the NFL level that I do think those inches matter, right? Those landmarks matter for a receiver. That trust. I mean, heck, you guys were watching the game last night. Chambliss throws that, and the guy's not even turned around on the 2-point conversion. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's some of the stuff that we don't acknowledge that goes on from that quarterback to receiver position, where you just kind of hope the guy's there.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
And if you don't have some of that, then that can go, and it can change. And I think it's a very subconscious thing. Like, do I think Trevor Lawrence believes in Brian Thomas Jr.? Absolutely. I think he would say it. I think his actions show it. I think there's no body language that indicates that he doesn't. But I think there's a subconscious there that is he just going to be like, when he lets that ball go, there might be a shade of doubt right now that is not there with Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, or Brenton Strange.
Well, when you saw it happen too, like Brian Thomas Jr. last game against the Colts, he had the drop. What happened the next play? Trevor Lawrence throws to Tim Patrick, almost gets intercepted. Should have been intercepted.
Yeah.
Right, like that kind of snowballed upon itself a little bit. So, yeah,
that's a good call. And we'll see, because he's got two of those guys to work with on that long term, and that's Travis Hunter too, because that wasn't there either. Now it looked like he was starting to develop a bit.
You had one flash in the pan game against the Rams.
Yeah.
As the Rams, right?
That was the Rams.
Yeah,
game. And it was a little bit of garbage time. I mean, I think most would say, but
a lot of garbage.
It was a lot of bit of garbage time.
They got destroyed.
But was it something that was about to brew? We don't know, and we'll see if there's a little bit more. And that's reciprocal, by the way. I think, to be fair, you got to know that from the quarterback too.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the nicest thing going on in Jacksonville right now is that there's so much belief in the quarterback, so much belief and they've wanted to, and I think they have a lot of belief in him to begin with. But now it's like at a different level. That's just different, and not only a few guys in the league have that. I think where you have that much control. All right. Republic Services recycled headlines of the day, by the way, recyclingsimplified.com. You can throw recyclingsimplified.com/holidays if you're still getting things out of your house and recycling them this week. Make sure you check out what to do with your Christmas tree, the wrapping paper, and everything else. Recyclingsimplified.com/holidays. Jags and Titans. Jags are a 12.5-point favorite. The league is like a double-digit favorite this week in so many games. Mm-hmm. Do you guys think all this that we think is going to play out is going to hold? Do you think the Dolphins can upset the New England Patriots in some way? Like, is that the one? We did this earlier, I think, in the week. Is that the one game that maybe something happens? If the Bills don't play Josh Allen, which it looks like they might not, do the Jets actually win that game?
I thought they were playing.
Oh, did he say they playing?
I might have looked at it wrong, but when I was sending out the spreads last night, I looked at it. At least some, unless I saw it wrong.
He might. Now I know he's going for his 140th start, I think, in a row, and so there's something to that where they might just pull him out. But he hasn't practiced this week, so
Josh Allen foot is good to go. This is 31 minutes ago from Sean McDermott.
Okay, so he's good. So now what
does
they
that
do?
mean?
What does that mean? Right? Will he play? If he doesn't play, can the Jets beat him? Even with Trubisky, probably not. Right?
Bills backups all day.
Hey, what's the? Do you see the line right now? Or I can find it. Because I'm just curious. The line was only 7 points, so Vegas didn't think he was playing.
Correct.
Over the Jets, and now let's see. The Jets are really bad.
We could beat the Jets.
Now that line moved to 8.5. By the way.
Yeah, there you go.
So, I mean, it sounds like he's going. It's going to be like a preseason game for the Bills. Like he might go out there and play the first series.
Sure.
And then
some of those guys needs incentives. So you think I think Shakir still needs
Knox needs some incentive. I saw.
Yeah. Well, and the way the NFL works, and coaches are right about this, you can't rest everybody. You only got 53 guys.
True.
That's right. So, but if he is hurt and banged up, I doubt he plays that entire football game.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen's not winning an MVP award this year either. So it's not like I don't think he personally cares about anything but maybe that consecutive game streak.
Right.
Yeah.
Which has some significance. So are we? Do you guys think everything just goes according to plan?
Yeah, I mean,
we'll get into our weekend spreads in a minute. So
I don't think the Broncos are going to have an issue with the Chargers without Justin Herbert. With all due respect to Trey Lance,
the Jags and the Titans, you don't think it's going to be a problem?
I think that'll be fine.
Low key, Titans playing better though.
They are playing.
I don't
better.
think they're not winning.
Yeah, it could be closer than the spread suggests, but I don't think that the
Colts Texans, no problem.
We're all set with that.
Nah, bro, they brought in River. And then that didn't work. They're like, all right, guy that we
Riley.
Yeah, we'll let you try to play now.
Yeah, they just can't find a win. Jets, Bills, we just did. And I think the other one in this is the Dolphins, Patriots. And the Dolphins have played better football, but still, it's Ewers against the Patriots. And
where's that game at?
It's in New England.
Do you think if the Colts would have beat the Jags, they would have kept on playing Philip Rivers?
Yes. Oh, well, actually, no, because they were already eliminated.
Yeah.
I think that was going to be it.
Okay, that was it.
I don't know why they're not playing him. Is there something there?
Houston.
Did he quit already again?
Houston.
Rivers? I think they just were keeping him in until they were eliminated.
Playing Houston.
Whether it's right or wrong, I'm just saying, like, that's what their thing was. Until they now, what you were going to tell me is they were eliminated Saturday night. But I mean, he had practiced
that wasn't
all
what I was
week.
going to tell you, no, sir.
But like, they were eliminated Saturday night, so they knew. But they weren't going to just throw. He hadn't taken QB1 reps all week.
No, I'm not anti Philip Rivers here. I'm trying to understand why they're not going to let him try to win. Like, I know he had 3 chances. I get that part, but like,
yeah. I think
he's there. He might as well try.
Houston, though, you know.
I think he's probably
Will
like,
Anderson.
I survived 3 games. I don't want to face that defense.
He has a grandchild, Casey.
That's fair.
There might be.
Grandchild.
I'd like to see him. No.
How
I don't want to see him going on top.
How
for
bad
real.
did the Colts mess? Did they mess stuff up, or did they have no real answer?
When Daniel Jones got hurt, you mean?
Yeah, just the whole thing. I mean, they've obviously lost however many games in a row, but they I will continue to say that I thought Riley Leonard acquitted himself fine in that game against the Jags. Now, I don't know if he's any good. I'm just saying I thought he played fine in that game.
Yeah.
And to bring in Rivers, which I get is a desperate move, and in one way I'm like, that's creative. But in the other way, like, look what they played last week. You know he can't throw it over 25 yards, and he can't move. Like, that takes a lot of things off your plate as an offensive play caller. And that's what showed up. Like, he would start off okay because he mentally can get into some good plays, hand the ball to Taylor. But by the third and fourth quarter in all these games, he became a guy that looked like he was 44 years old.
Right. Sure. Yeah. No, I mean, they definitely messed up the situation in terms of, hey, let's play a quarterback with a broken leg and see what happens.
True.
Yeah.
Like, that should have never happened. Like, hindsight being 20/20, I get all that. But if you let him rest a couple weeks and maybe that broken leg does heal a little better, then maybe you're still talking about being in the conversation of going to the playoffs.
Yeah,
but,
and the part that I never understand about the quarterback and team, like, I understand that they're real backups technically, and Richardson, who was also hurt. I don't understand why, if you have Riley Leonard in your organization, why you're not confident with that guy playing. Like, to me, anybody that's wearing your jersey, you should be at least somewhat confident they could play quarterback from you and not get a guy 5 years out of retirement. That's the part I don't get.
He is technically their fourth quarterback, though.
Still, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you
Or
shouldn't
wait,
be.
was he
No,
fourth
it's
or
third.
He was the third. Yeah,
Third.
Phillip was the fourth. I'm sorry. Yeah,
But, like, he shouldn't be on their team if they don't think they can win with him. In my opinion, like, I think
that's fair.
Every way should be that way. Now, and I don't necessarily agree with their assessment because I feel like they might have been able to win with Riley Leonard, not because of what he did with the Jags, but against the Jags, but what he did in college. Like, he's played a lot of quarterback. He knows how to do it. Went to the national championship with Notre Dame. Like, I feel like he should be able to do it. I'm not really sure why they didn't give him a full shot when you already knew you were screwed. Let's be honest. But whatever. Screw them. But yeah, they screwed up.
Where do you guys? Okay, I want to do this exercise with you guys, and you know some of the TV stuff, and this is kind of fun. I hope I'm right. I can't get a lot of information on this. I'll tell you, I tried. I don't know exactly how the playoffs work in terms of the pecking order of who gets what game next week in the playoffs.
Okay.
What I do know is Fox has 2 games, and so what it looks like to me, and I'm just going to say this is what it is a 4:00 game on Fox on Saturday. It's really 4:30, and then 4:30 on Sunday. Okay? So they get 2 games.
Okay.
Sunday night is going to be NBC. Normal.
Yes. Yep.
Monday night's ABC. The only tricky one here, and I think that switches a little bit different, is it looks like CBS and Prime have Amazon have 1 game each. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like to me what I saw is CBS is in the prime time slot on Saturday night, and Prime goes to the 1:00 slot. Last year it was different. It was vice versa.
Well, that's how it should be. CBS getting hosed.
So, I mean, one of those two. I guess my question is, where do you think the Jaguars should land in that? 4, 8 o'clock. The network might not matter to you. 4, 8 o'clock Saturday, 1, 4:30, 8 o'clock Sunday, Monday night. And let's assume, okay, that all this chalk holds and they're playing the Bills. Fair enough? Fair enough?
I don't think so.
Josh Allen? Haley Steinfeld? Come on, man.
So, like,
hey, you don't have Taylor Swift anymore, man. You need some kind of pop culture
She's
reference.
not going to come to the game, though.
She might.
So here,
I wish she would.
Get her on it. Yeah. Casey's got some Sinners Funko Pops.
I do, 100%.
So here's the exercise, okay?
Well, for Marvel.
Here's the exercise.
Oh, yeah.
You got to almost rank the games. Yeah. All right? And because I think Fox probably has the first pick, but they'd put that in Sunday afternoon. That's their prime game, their big game.
Okay, real quick, but do West Coast game? Well, I guess there's no West Coast game, is there? Because no one's going to host, but no one's hosting from the West Coast. In terms of time.
Nobody. So that doesn't factor in. You're right.
Okay, Mountain doesn't factor in either?
No. They're all East Coast time. So that's that's a very good point. I didn't even think about that. All right, so I'm going to give you the list of games, all right?
All right.
You got the Patriots and Chargers. You've got the Jags and Buffalo. You've got either Pittsburgh or Baltimore against Houston. And I don't think it changes much, right? Whether it's Pitt or Baltimore. They're both marquee teams.
Well, I guess if
Lamar Jackson makes a difference.
If it's Pittsburgh, Houston, that's 1 o'clock on Prime.
Let's assume.
That's your prime game.
Do we think Baltimore wins?
I do.
Okay. You do?
Sure, I'll go.
Let's go with Baltimore then.
Yep.
Let's sexy this thing up a little bit. We'll go Baltimore, Houston.
Still might.
All right, and then on the other NFC, you got Green Bay, Chicago, Seattle, Carolina. I'm going to assume Carolina wins, and the Rams, Philly.
Okay, so Green Bay, Chicago is getting prime time.
Is the biggest.
So
game.
to me, Green Bay, Chicago. I agree with you guys. Green Bay, Chicago is the first pick game.
Yes.
So if you're Fox,
That'll be
and
Brady
let's just say they got first pick, you would want that game first.
Correct.
All right, that's what I did too. Now, I just got to be honest with everybody here. I don't know who gets first. I tried to find out. I don't know how it works. NBC is the Super Bowl this year, so I'm thinking they don't get the first pick of the weekend.
That would make sense.
Right?
Okay.
I figured somebody else would get the pick, some other rights holder. So I'm going with Fox since they have the two games.
Okay.
That they would get the prime slot of a game. So we agree here. Green Bay, Chicago goes to 4:30 on Sunday. So now your next game, you got to take care of your primetime games. Because you got a Saturday night, a Sunday, and a Monday.
I already know.
And I think Sunday would probably, let's assume CBS gets the first one. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm thinking Monday Night Football gets the third pick out of the primetimes.
I think the first primetime pick.
Even if it's CBS?
Yes.
But I agree with you. I think that's the second best game of the weekend. And
they don't usually do that, but I think that's would be the game.
I do too, and that's why I think that one ends up on Sunday night. So, what does CBS take on Saturday night? What's the third? I think we can all agree Green Bay, Chicago, and then the Rams, Philly are probably the two best games of the weekend. Market size, all these things, right? Super Bowl champs, Rams and Stafford. You got two big markets, Philly and L.A. So all those factor in.
They want Josh Allen.
So would you, if you're CBS and you get an 8 o'clock game, and assuming again I'm right, I just want to make sure everybody knows that. Would you take Jacksonville and Buffalo over New England and the Chargers, or over Houston and the Ravens?
Unless you're really going to go the Drake May route and basically give him the MVP during the broadcast. But I think the way the Jags are playing and the Josh Allen part, I think.
It's interesting because those are two small markets, but the marquee guy maybe in the playoffs could be Josh Allen, you could argue. And you do have a nice quarterback matchup. But outside of that, you don't have the other elements. You have Jacksonville quarterback, you have Buffalo quarterback, but you don't have market size in your favor. You don't have other superstars. You don't have tradition. You don't have rivalry. You don't have any of that. So I wonder how they would feel. The only thing I thought of late on this, I think they'll go New England and the Chargers.
What do you have there?
Well, because you have big markets. And you do have maybe the MVP of the league. And CBS seems to love New England over the years for the last 2 decades. So
fair enough.
But hey, I didn't think about this. There's a chance if you go down the road, CBS is going to get New England next week.
Right.
And then the next week if they continue to win. So maybe they want a little bit different of a story so it's not too much New England. So I think that's where you might come into play on that Saturday nighter.
So this is hurting my head, obviously.
I know it. I knew it would.
Yeah, it's like we're doing algebra here. But I did look up. Do you remember how last year's thing shook out?
I do.
Okay.
I have it written down.
So the Bills-Steelers were last year's Monday Night Football.
Oh, wait, that's not what I found.
Okay. What'd you find?
I found Minnesota and the Rams. Was I wrong?
It says Sunday, January 14th was I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing then.
Well, Sunday. You said Sunday, January 14th?
Yeah.
Not Monday night.
Monday night they had said Bills, but maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
Okay. I might have messed
I don't
it
know,
up.
man. Yeah, so now maybe I'm messing
Who'd the
it up,
Bills
too.
play?
I said the Steelers.
It was the Rams and Vikings.
Oh, it was Monday night? Okay, then I'm wrong. Okay,
But even Steelers carries a lot of weight. With Buffalo.
Okay.
You got to remember, listen, this isn't we know what it is. The Jags aren't carrying a lot of weight here.
Yeah.
Right? And crazy enough, I don't think like Houston carries a lot of weight.
No.
I think the Bills carry all the weight. I really do.
Well,
I think the Bills carry the weight, man.
I think the Bills carry a lot of weight, but I also think they've been waiting so long for Trevor Lawrence to be good, you might as well take the opportunity.
Yeah.
As in like the league.
Yeah.
The media.
Well, here's how I also believe this could work. It's like, well, okay, but we're going to get this next week. Like they might jockey you like that, right? They might negotiate. Okay, we'll take Jacksonville and the Bills this week, but we're going to get this one next week. Like I don't know if that's how it works or not. I'd love to be in those meetings because I think they're good arguments. It's a wide open playoffs this year. And I do think the Trevor versus Josh argument's a good one. That's why I kind of feel like it's going to go to the third kind of primetime game.
Okay.
And in my view, I have Monday Night Football as being that third option. And I think they could end up on Monday Night Football. But I don't mind your CBS Saturday night. I do think there's a play there.
That'd be cool.
There's a lot of stories to tell. I mean, pregnant. Josh Allen's
Come
going to
on.
be a dad. That's a good story. Liam Cohen lost all that weight.
Now,
That's
if
gonna
it's
be good.
If it's Jags Chargers, then you might as well just prime it. Like who knows then? Even though there's history there, but I get what you're saying with the LA, but I don't think the Chargers are that like must see TV.
Well, I agree with that. But Herbert kind of can cross check a lot of these things, and it is a bigger market.
Poor Carolina
Like,
Panthers.
The thing about ask
they're on
yourself
prime
this.
for sure.
You think,
that's true.
I don't know if Romo and Nance get a say, but are they like, hey, send me to Jacksonville week 1, or send me to New England?
Yeah.
It just feels bigger. Like maybe if the game was in Buffalo, you might even feel a little bit different. No, right? All that stuff. You might bring that theater into play because TV's like that. And it might snow or the weather could be a factor.
Yeah.
I just think it's a fascinating process. I wonder where I kind of know where the Jags fall in the pecking order, but I do think the Jags-Bills game sneaky good because of Josh Allen and Trevor. The way Trevor's playing.
Yeah.
And I think people, although Jacksonville doesn't get a lot of love outside, I do think Trevor is a national brand that does carry some weight, especially the way he's playing right now.
If Travis Hunter was healthy, it'd be
Well, that's the one, right? That would be different.
Bring him back.
I think that would add another element if he was healthy. Bring him back.
It's still a story you can tell. They could show up, be like,
Anyway.
Yeah, show him in the stands doing the dance thing again in Denver.
I will say this though: if you look at all these games, I don't know if there are bad games. Like if it plays out this way, I mean, you think do you think wherever the Chargers, you think Chargers are going to get boat raced?
I don't think they're going to.
Chargers New England, you don't give Chargers
Careful,
a fighting
Casey.
chance.
Careful, because remember we have to make our picks as well, and I don't.
I can wait.
want to.
Well, I can do this part later.
Wait,
I'll do
Chargers
that.
New England? They get boat.
Really?
I think so.
You think so?
Especially in New England.
All right, so Jags Buffalo, I think would be a good game.
Yeah.
Pitt or Baltimore Houston, is it a good game? Or is Houston
It's a game.
going to dominate?
I don't think Houston's
I don't think Houston's gonna dominate anybody with their offense. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting.
Now, if they play the Steelers, it might legit be
That could be
3-0.
that could be
tough.
That could be really boring.
Yeah.
And I know we're assuming that Prime gets like maybe the worst game. I don't know if that's the case. I really
They
don't.
should.
I feel like they will.
They should watch the Al Michaels tape and be like, yeah, let's not let this happen again. Herb Street's tired.
It would be unbelievable if Prime gets the Jags though with Richard Sherman. It would be fantastic.
I would like that.
He wouldn't come probably. Be like, oh, I'm sick.
Yeah,
In Jacksonville too.
That would be awesome.
Do you imagine
That would
the
be
fan
amazing.
reactions after the game if the Jaguars win and he has to like because
Oh,
they
go
interview
out on
people.
the show,
He's
yeah.
talking to Trevor after the game. Forget it. Screw it.
You got a new one?
Screw Monday Night Football. Give us Prime just to watch Richard Sherman.
Green Bay, Chicago, we think is going to be a pretty good game.
That's the main event. Like that's the marquee.
No doubt. I get that.
Yeah. Even though Green Bay is kind of whatever now, but yeah, that's the marquee.
Seattle, Carolina might not be great. Hard to tell.
I mean, they're playing in Carolina. Well,
it would be in Carolina.
Yeah, keep pounding.
And they just played 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
and again, this is assuming like San Francisco wins the game and is the number 1 seed. Like I did a little bit of that. The Rams and Philly would be really good in a rematch of earlier this year where the Rams blew that one. So like I would say, I mean, you got 6 games. 4 out of the 6 games are really like right now the way it would shake out are really pretty good. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back with the weekend spreads and see what these guys are picking. And we're picking the opposite, Chandler. That's the way this works because we're down by 10.
Man.
Let's do it.
You didn't even get Hamby's picks? You fired? Oh, he's really gone. I just realized that.
Maybe you should get him his picks.
He's done. Georgia lost. He's terrible on the picks. It's over for him.
He's distraught.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you bet on Georgia? I hope you did not.
Yeah, I did.
I did.
See, I don't understand how you watch what happened in all the other games and go, yeah, the team that had the layoff is definitely going to run away here.
Yeah, I wasn't a big into the layoff part of it.
Okay.
I mean, they were up 21-12, Georgia.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I felt pretty good at 21-12. They were going to win the game. All they had to do was win the game.
Oh,
not
you
by
mean
5.5.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Yeah, that's fair. They did not.
I was more concerned about hitting the over, and that hit no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ole Miss started running it up.
Listen, I'm okay with the Ole Miss win. I mean,
yeah,
my app's not okay with it, but
I'm fine with it. I just tough night for you, man.
Yeah, it's tough.
And everything.
By the way, if you could probably pay me to bet on your team or against the other team, and I can help you out in college right now.
I got you
because it ain't working for me.
Let's just make it good in my home. Let's go and bet that Indiana thing, Brent. Let's go and put that. Indiana money
I'll
line.
put money on Indiana. You'll be just fine.
Vernon will be appreciative of that.
You will be just fine.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future.
their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax Pal.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
All right, the weekend spreads presented by Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls, masonslobster.com. Check them out, Fernandina Beach, if you're up there at all, and also in the town center. And I know there are plenty of you over there.
What are the standings?
Yeah, do we have the standings real quick just to see the standings again? I just want to see where we're at.
Chandler might not have those. I know you guys are a game back.
Yeah,
one single game?
1 game back.
Is it time to call it a
And I know we're
generational
not.
run, Casey?
We're not a game back.
Is it time to call it a generational type of run that we've been on the past, 5, 6, 7 weeks?
We were down big.
We were down big against all odds. Brent playing for pride, all right.
Yeah,
you guys are the
pride
Titans,
shot, man.
The Lions,
playing for more like the Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah,
I'm just
number 1 pick coming soon.
Ripping cigs and drinking beer.
There you go.
And steroids.
There you
Taking
go.
Steroids now.
Yeah,
that's my new year.
You got to, man.
No more picks.
Get on it, man. Beard, steroids, cigs. Let's go.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, but he's already got coffee down.
Yeah. Golfing again.
Golfing.
Yeah,
Yep.
No more picks, just golfing again. That was the advice of
no more
Dr. Lane.
MRIs.
Yeah, we're talking about, hey, you don't get unnecessary stress. Well, here comes the picks because this is going to be
it's
a breeze
unnecessary.
for you.
There's no stress on the picks anymore. It's
Okay.
over.
Oh, wow, guys.
It's over, Johnny.
Did Hamby give you picks as well, or is this?
No, gosh, I wouldn't even consult.
Okay, so you're basing this off just your picks.
How mad do you think Hamby is that we never actually got to do the college picks? Because remember, he tried to do it 2 weeks ago. I'm sure you guys did. Like,
Yeah,
for real,
it said he tried to do. You're right.
And then today it's over.
It's over. He could have done it on Monday or something.
He's
but
got to be in shambles.
He had Georgia's points, 34. He said 34-20 over Ole Miss.
Yeah.
When he texted us.
Well, he had Georgia winning the whole thing, so
of course
what
he did.
are you going to do?
The confidence that he had in Georgia is what you got to understand about Hamby.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, hey, we roll the ball out, we win.
Yep.
And
we though too, we roll the ball out,
and that did not happen.
Nah.
And they had many ways to win, and they didn't.
You know what else didn't happen? I don't think I've been here since. Tulane did not win.
Oh,
Remember when I picked Tulane?
that was a Casey Kurtz special.
Those boys suck. Not good.
By the way, you've been on the bowl circuit. Anybody that was good to work? Tell us only the good story. Best team that you graphed, or best coach, or best whatever.
BYU.
Really?
Yeah, Texas was terrible.
I could see if Michigan was in a bad mood the whole time.
Yeah, we're going through a lot.
Yeah, that's true. BYU was good.
BYU was good. Sarkisian, not so great.
Sark's great. The rest of the team's terrible.
Did what's his name come? McConaughey?
Matthew?
Not that I know of. You know what's funny is I forgot to. Not funny, but that was on my radar and I forgot just because there was so much stuff going on. I was more on the Glenn Powell beat because he was in Miami, but he wasn't.
Gotcha. All right, well, let's pick them. You guys go first. Get first dibs.
Winners bring it back as usual.
Make it,
Casey,
take it
we know how to
around
do
here.
this now. Can we put the games up again just so we can see them? I completely forgot. There we go.
All right.
Yeah, you can just leave this up the whole time instead of see these ugly mugs.
Yeah.
Panthers, Bucks. It's a tough one, isn't it?
This is a
I'm
tough one.
Bucks are favored, to be honest with you.
Casey, you've been the Carolina Panthers ambassador for us during our generational type of run here.
Keep pounding.
So I'm going to keep deferring to you when the Carolina Panthers are involved. What do you got for us?
I think the Bucks are just not built for it. I just don't think they're going to win. I think they're going to end up firing a coach. Like I just think that they're going full on debacle. I like Carolina getting the points. I think they win. I would go Carolina.
You know what the sports office went with?
I can tell you. I think they went to the Bucks.
Game picker-upper?
I don't see a world where the Bucks are going to the playoffs now. That's my thing. So
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
why
dude,
I think Carolina.
Baker's been a shell
Which
of
actually the
himself.
Bucks can win and still not go.
I know.
Yeah,
right? But
Baker. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I like it. Keep pounding.
I like what you guys saying too. I kind of feel like I think the Bucks are on one of those runs where Tennessee was on a couple years and the Jags were on, and right now the Colts are on, where they just can't find a way to win.
Yeah.
Like you just can't find it. It doesn't,
because they are more talented.
I mean, it couldn't be Miami last week. I mean, it's amazing. Like how. Yeah. I don't get it, but I'll take the Bucks just because you guys took the Panthers.
Nice. Come back.
Seahawks
digging that hole, Brent.
Seahawks and Niners. I'm a little surprised the Niners are an underdog at home here. I know, although Seahawks are really good on the road, I feel like this is going to be just this crazy ride to the top of the NFC for the 49ers. Seems so improbable. Maybe as improbable as what the Jags have been able to pull off really this year. Sure. But San Fran with all the injuries and no defense. Like, chalk up 30-something for Seahawks right now.
Yeah.
And then that's where Kyle Shanahan starts the day. Where he's like, okay, I need at least 31. But I'll still take I'll take the Niners to get it done. They'll find 30-plus.
Part of a well-balanced breakfast. Casey, what are you thinking, man?
Niners are good. Niners have to win, right?
Well, this is for the top. Yeah, this is.
They're not going to pull their guys at the half, most likely.
Oh no! Both teams they're playing for a lot here.
This is for number
one seed.
So yeah, here's the thing. I trust Shanahan more than I trust Sam Darnold.
Sports office has.
That's okay. We don't have to go opposite. I have the Niners here.
Titans, Jags. You guys are up. 12.5. Line keeps moving. It started at 10.5, I believe.
Been impressed with the Titans the last couple weeks.
They're
playing better.
What does sports office have?
Jags. Now up to 13.5 in Vegas, by the way.
Damn.
Yeah, but then the Sharps haven't got on you here, Casey. Although the Sharps got on the Colts last week, and that really panned out well for everybody, didn't it?
That was crazy.
That
Still
was so
crazy. Nutty one.
12.5.
That's a lot of points.
What is the scenario that the Jags take their guys out?
Decent. If they're up, right?
Are you on our team now? Or are you working against me?
You're asking me. I'm not on anybody's team. We're done.
When they play football, what will they have to play? Who plays Saturday? Will they have anything? Will they know anything?
Well, no, none of that. Well, I guess Houston could lose if Houston lost.
But Houston plays the same time as the Jaguars, right? Or not? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Houston played on Saturday last week.
Correct.
Bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
So,
yeah.
if Houston's...
No, it doesn't matter. They're not going to scoreboard watch that.
No, because it'd be the same time. But they could, I mean...
They could take their guys out.
If they, yeah.
Because they're in either way.
I mean, Nick Mullen's planning on playing in the fourth quarter at some point. The idea is it a backdoor cover or not?
I think they could. They're playing better. Tony Pollard needs 68 yards. If that means anything to you. He needs it. Cam Ward's playing better. I lean Titans, but you can pick.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. The Jaguars win this game, but we don't know what they're gonna. Yeah, I guess let's go with the Titans. Get one more game up on the sports office here and backdoor cover it. I'm cool with it.
Last time I wondered about a line this big, it was the Jets, and the Jags crushed them.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they'll do the same. The Lions and the Bears.
Oh my!
I feel like the Lions are going to win this game.
How do you feel like that?
Because
it's over.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like
on 3.
I'm going Lions.
All right, cool. Sports office went Bears.
Sports office did go Bears.
Did.
Yeah.
I think we go Bears.
I'm going Bears, man. I mean, Bears run the football. Lions cannot stop the run. Like, it's Ben Johnson. They have something to play for. You think Ben Johnson wants to lose to the Lions last game of the season?
Right?
Like, yeah, give me the Bears.
He'll try to stomp them probably.
He probably will.
Opportunity.
Dan Campbell, You can't lose 3 in a row to end it, man. That shocks the culture.
Well, they better get Mike Mularkey on the horn and start calling some better plays because he's waiting in the wings. So.
This game don't matter. I mean, sure, he doesn't want to lose 3 in a row, but they could win by 164 and nobody would care.
Cardinals at the Rams. This one's you guys only 6.5.
Yeah, only 6.5. I don't care what the only means. I'm taking the Rams all day. Sean McVay's pissed.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you. But what the hell? We'll take the Cardinals and try to pick one up on you on a backdoor or something. The Cardinals are terrible. How is this only 6.5?
Especially because aren't they going to try to get Stafford the MVP?
I would think. Yeah, screw that. I can't take the Cardinals.
Well,
here.
Oh, but don't go back on it now, bro. Okay, fine.
All right, fine.
Well, hold on. The Rams, what do they need now? If the Niners lose?
No, I think the Rams are
done.
Right?
I think the Rams, it was
They're
a 5th or a 6th
in.
seed. No, I think it might still be in play, the 5th or 6th seed. Let me just check this real quick.
I mean, I don't think they're going to pull them.
The 5th is San Fran at 12-4. So if they were to lose 12-5, the Rams would win 12-5. So I think that's who plays Carolina or Tampa.
Oh, they want that game.
Okay. Yeah.
We're still taking the Rams.
But I don't know exactly who wins that tiebreaker.
Rams.
Yeah, Matthew.
Actually, no, the Rams wouldn't win the tiebreaker because San Fran has all the better records, conference-wise and everything else. I think the Rams are stuck.
Yeah, well, who's the backup?
Jimmy.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, Jimmy's got that.
I'll take the Cardinals.
There
Rams
you go, Brent.
are stuck.
All right.
First half and out. This is a preseason game. Ravens Steelers. This one's us.
You didn't even ask him.
Oh, no, I'm not checking with Chandler. This is all on me. I don't want to put this on him.
Checking with Chandler.
Why get his career off to a bad start?
He's here. It's already off to a bad start.
Steelers plus 3.5. 3.5 is good.
Have you seen the Steelers play? They're not good.
TJ Watt collapsed lung coming back, possibly.
Was he Rodgers' last game?
I think he's back.
I'm going with the Steelers getting that 3.5. I don't think they win, but they'll cover.
Okay, so I like the Ravens here, but like, is this with Lamar Jackson though? Like, do they get worse when he comes back?
So, like, here's the thing. For some reason,
let me check the weather too while you're talking.
I have absolutely no anything to back this up because I just said the Steelers are bad. Somehow, some way, I see the Steelers winning. Like Tomlin and the gimmick.
23 degrees, by the way.
They're going to go to the playoffs and then get squashed by whoever they play. That's fine. But, like, for some reason, I think the Steelers win and go to the playoffs. I could be wrong, but that's how I see it. But I'll let you pick because
Yeah. Who does the sports office take?
Ravens. I don't like the Steelers enough to sit here and bang on the table and say we should try to win one with the Steelers.
Did DK Metcalf plan?
No, I think he's suspended.
Ravens, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to overrule you. I'm going
No,
Ravens.
that's fine.
Yeah, Ravens. Yeah. Because I don't think they're not built to, like, Jalen Warren, when he's, like, they're not a smash mouth team.
I know.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens. I think cold weather, big old dose of Derrick Henry. Don't get fancy with Lamar Jackson. Just give the ball to Derrick Henry. Be all right.
Agree fully.
But something's going to happen, huh?
For some reason, I just see the Steelers in the playoffs.
That's what Tomlin does.
It's the Tomlin thing.
Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers.
Ayahuasca Aaron's got one in him? I mean,
not enough to bang on the table.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know what the hell Baltimore is.
That's also.
I mean, their defense shows up like for 6 straight weeks and then doesn't for the last 5 quarters that they've played. Like the loss to New England was astonishing. What they did, and then blowing the lead. Well, I guess that shouldn't be if you follow the Baltimore Ravens at all over the years. And then last week against Malik Willis. I mean, he did whatever he wanted to do against them. So I don't know what the heck their defense is. It looks like it's their first month defense.
Yeah,
which was terrible.
Yeah,
true. It's a weird operation.
Yeah,
man.
but it's going to be the ultimate matchup of the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, who we don't know what they are, versus the Baltimore defense.
I get it.
Like
my dog Darnell Washington.
He's hurt, man. I think he's out for the season. Actually,
that's a shame.
I think he is out for the year.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll give more Johnny Smith carries. You guys see that, by the way?
I did do that, but I don't. Man, that's a weird
broke
deal.
His arm, by the way, Casey.
Someone broke his arm. That had to be that had to be the Hulk.
Imagine that impact.
Bro got into a skirmish with the Hulk outside the stadium.
Get on some sports science with that one. Out for the season.
Yeah, Ravens are goofy, man. This will be an interesting game for Lamar Jackson because, like, everybody's Obviously, the assumption is he's hurt and he can't get back to full health. He's going to try to play. But it's like, is this his last game in Baltimore? With Baltimore. Everybody thinks this guy's moving in the offseason. We talked about it, I think, earlier in the week about would the Jets be interested? They've got a bunch of capital.
Miami?
But I think Minnesota's been the rumor.
Oh, really?
Where you could potentially see. And Miami would be another one. I think Miami, you said, you saw somewhere. That's where he's from. He's from South Florida.
Yeah, but also I feel like they have so much money with Tua on the books. You just can't.
Yeah, I don't
figure
know
that
what the
out.
money is.
Yeah.
Well, they would have to trade Tua for Lamar and more. Tua would have to go to the Ravens.
Sure.
To make the money work.
Yeah.
Or
That's
cut
so
him.
much dead money. You're not going to cut him. So much dead money.
That's what I'm
that is?
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why they'd have to trade. He has to go to the other team.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good luck
Denver
with that.
proved that you can do whatever with Russell Wilson, eat it, and still be okay. Like if you get the right situation.
They drafted Bo Nix and pay him
Yeah.
nothing. That's why.
True.
And Miami's not in a spot to do that, to get that kind of quarterback. Do you remember where Denver picked? Like where they...
Bo Nix was like
Bo
11
Nix-
or something?
Yeah, it was more 11.
12.
So that, and that's probably where Miami will be, kind of in that 11, 18 category.
Well, they're
obviously
going to
before
get
the
Ty
playoffs.
Simpson, who just got
Diago
benched.
Pavia, there we go.
Yikes.
Yeah, did he get benched or hurt? He got hurt in that game.
I mean, your way. Whatever you want to call that.
It wasn't going good, bro.
Did you see the Mendoza, the guy that he just, I don't know, this just might be a guy, but he was a former NFL scout or something. He says 4th round grade on Mendoza.
That's the top guy too, right?
And
Some are
a
saying
lot of people will say top guy.
Well, did you see
they're
the-
going to overdraft this class?
Of
big,
course,
and they overdraft
Dante
every
Moore's
class.
gonna get overdrafted. I think.
Sure.
Like,
but did you see the thing before this? Obviously, he called out the other. But, like going into the Heisman thing, like 20 something of his 30 touchdowns were against like terrible teams.
Oh, bad teams, yeah.
And he only had like 2 or 3 total touchdowns.
I did
against
see
the good
that.
Teams.
What's interesting about him, if you watch any plays, he's not dynamic. Like most of those guys in college are super dynamic.
He's not.
Right? Like Chambliss last night.
Yeah.
He's making plays with his legs. He looks like Johnny Manziel back there.
Yeah.
But this guy is not that, but
yeah, much like
when
his
you-
interviews, not dynamic.
when you got to make a play, you make a play.
Yeah.
And like the craziest thing about me with Mendoza right now is that he could end up with the Raiders.
Probably going to.
Like that just does not seem like a match
Do you
made.
mean like in Las Vegas? Yeah.
Well, just the Raiders in general as an
Okay.
organization with Mendoza, who
Sure.
at least what we think, he seems
Well,
like this.
To be fair, though, Pete Carroll did get the best out of Russell Wilson. Pete Carroll made Russell Wilson cool.
True.
And not cringy.
Is
No,
Pete
it's
Carroll
true.
going to be there next year?
I don't know.
Probably.
You think so?
Probably got
You
another
don't think
year
they
in him.
just move on?
I feel
To
like
what? I don't.
I feel like this is part of the gimmick to be terrible and then build it back
Well,
up.
that's fair. Like halfway through, you figure, okay, now it's
Yeah.
time to be bad. But
You got to give him more.
he's 70-something. It's not working.
They
It's
shouldn't
not-
have hired him. But now you're stuck with him. At least one more try. Draft Mendoza, and then that won't work, and then
I said this earlier in the week. I think I said this earlier in the week on here, but I wonder about the Jet. I wonder about Glenn. I know they've kind of said he's safe, and if they get pummeled again, I'd be.
what are you going to do?
Hey, go get somebody else.
I know.
You
The
know
Jets
it's not
need a
working.
complete
You're just
overhaul,
hanging
man.
on for that.
But we've been over this. The Jets need a complete overhaul. It's not the coach.
How about another guy that looks like he's staying? Is Gannon in
yeah.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Well, I know, but he went from punching the dude on the sideline this year.
Oh,
to keeping his job.
He
You remember
punched that
that?
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude assaulted one of his players.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
Allegedly.
Why would you not change Gannon? He's been there like 3 years. What are they hanging on to?
What are you going to get?
Because is Murray going to be there, or you think he moves?
He might move.
That might be the quarterback of the Dolphins.
Well, I'm saying, okay, so if he moves, then why wouldn't you just reset it? Like that doesn't to me that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like
Because you're the last job. Like, you're the worst job.
yeah, what is there? Are they going to pick pretty high? I'm assuming they're picking pretty high.
They've won, 3 times? Arizona?
Is that all they've won?
Look at us talking
Man.
about draft picks and
I don't remember.
Yeah, you're
Jaguars
right. They won
aren't
3
even
times.
Yeah.
involved
So yeah,
in this
they are
conversation.
picking.
It's true.
They're like picking number 4 or 4, whatever it is, 4 or 5. Yeah, I would reset that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler Murray, does he work anywhere?
Does he? Do you mean is the team going to give him a chance, or does he work?
I think somebody will give him a chance.
Okay.
Like, so I think.
Does he work?
Let's go
Like,
around.
would he
the
work
block.
with McDaniel?
You go
honestly.
Well, could he go to Miami? Could he go to Minnesota?
I mean, I think he works in Miami.
Could he go to Baltimore if they move on from Lamar?
Yes.
Could he work in New York?
Well, work isn't.
I don't think
either New York.
I don't think. I think New York has to invest in like a rookie. You know, like.
Well, he's not going to New York. The Giants.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the Jets, like they don't need a Band-Aid. The Jets need to like tear it down, draft a quarterback, and then start anew. Like
again,
don't bring in another veteran and stuff and see what happens.
How about Indianapolis?
With Kyler Murray? You know how I feel about that. I want to see Kyler Murray in the AFC South.
I mean, I know you're holding on to try to be right here, but I'm just, which would be ironic.
Holding on to try to be right,
Daniel
or
Jones
am
and
I
Kyler
right?
Murray. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Do you want to put up the numbers real quick to see who's had the better career so far? Don't let the Daniel Jones flash in the pan for 8 games this season sway you from what he's been
He had
in
a
New York.
broken leg.
Should have said something.
That'd
would have been pretty
if
wild
they were
that
both
they
on the
both
team,
go
though.
there.
That's gonna be great. Could be because then we find out the
they're not
true
gonna
sample.
both be there.
No, but
Daniel
I'm
Jones
saying,
free agent.
yeah, we'll let Daniel Jones go. We'll see later. You bring Kyler Murray, then we'll get the true sample size of who the better quarterback is.
Yeah, I don't think Kyler Murray's terrible.
You
But
should.
I should?
He's fine. Good.
I think he's.
Really?
What has he done that makes?
Well, I mean, I think he has some stuff on his red. Like, I think I don't like playing Kyler Murray if I'm a defense. So, like, that's what I know.
Sure, but they're not up all night.
When he's
No,
healthy,
I
he's a
wouldn't say
problem. I think.
He's a slight problem.
Okay.
Maybe he'd be a very big problem on a good team. Maybe like Arizona's more of the problem than I give it credit for.
Now, I don't know if I want to be my CEO of my organization, like in that position. I don't know if all that marries up.
Yeah.
You know, to where it should be. But I do think he's if he gets in the right spot, I think he could be
Miami's
a dangerous
interesting.
player.
With McDaniel, with
I
Waddle,
think
with that offense.
That makes the most sense.
HN,
because
they
that's
can run it.
That offense is tailor-made, I feel like, for Kyler Murray.
And then Tua would go out there.
That seems like it would fit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would definitely fit.
Yep.
Tua, I just can't. I know he's got the contract, so he'll get traded or something. I just don't understand how he could play somewhere.
Well, I can't see a team taking on the contract.
Well,
Someone's
or
gonna have
wanting him to play. Like, he just doesn't look like. If he signed up for your football team right now, I'd be excited about Tua.
I think what it's going to have to be is any team that's going to trade for Tua, the Dolphins got to take on half the contract or something.
At
like
least,
that.
yeah,
That's
big chunk.
That's what it'll be. A team will not take on his full contract.
Yeah. Well, and those are 2 hefty deals that they could maneuver some money around, I guess.
Yeah.
If I'm Arizona, I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing that deal, other than to get rid of Kyler Murray.
I mean, we don't know how Arizona actually feels about. I mean, I don't know that they love him.
Love Tua or
Kyler.
Murray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I doubt they love him because it looks like they shut him down to play Brissett.
Correct.
You know?
It always has felt like there's been something there with Kyler and the Cardinals, so
Yeah.
maybe they want to get out of it. And if Tua's the price, then it's closer to Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, I guess what I was saying is the price.
It is.
The price for Arizona makes a little more sense just to maybe trade for him and then release him or keep him as a backup because you can draft one at 5.
Or you look at the division you're in and go, maybe we should just play him and lose big.
Again, and wait for 27.
Like whether you draft,
maybe that's why they're keeping Gannon.
Whether you draft a quarterback if you're Arizona, or play Tua, or do both, or get Tua, or do both of those things, you're still nowhere close to the 3rd team in that division because Seattle's damn good, the Rams are damn good, and the 49ers.
Yeah, maybe they have their eyes set on a potential 27, where it's supposed to be a good draft and everything's supposed to be a little bit better, and they know they're in trouble in that division. To you guys' point,
True.
Like they ain't making hay in that division anytime soon. It doesn't seem like.
Good luck.
But 2 years down the road, Stafford might be gone.
He will be,
and whoever else, whatever else looks like.
Stafford could be gone this year if they win the Super Bowl. He might just call it.
All right, have a good weekend, boys.
We going to the Winter Classic tonight, Casey?
No, sir.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
it's in Miami.
Miami.
Yeah,
I know some folks that are there, but
really, yeah, we're all
you watching it?
No,
probably not.
Doesn't do anything.
It kind of makes me upset. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I hate how Miami gets a Winter Classic.
Yeah. Well, but it's not like other places that haven't gotten it.
Well, no. Like,
who
listen,
else do you want to get it?
No, I'm just saying. Like, I like watching when they play in Detroit at the in Michigan, like
with the weather.
Yeah, at Ann Arbor.
It's snowing
That's cool.
a lot of times when they do.
Yeah,
it.
No, I get it.
Fenway.
I agree with you.
It feels
they
like
play
hockey
at the Miami Marlins baseball stadium.
Yeah,
sir.
Cool.
Yeah,
yeah. I get it. That's
Tickets-
probably why it's not capturing attention.
Miss me with that one.
Tickets are damn expensive.
Are they?
Yeah.
So it is capturing attention.
Well, unconfirmed. I mean, I don't know that they're selling.
Yeah.
They're doing like a fan fest thing inside, so in my world, people are talking about that.
All the influencers probably show up and everything. They'll get the Panthers jerseys. Yeah.
Glad you said that.
I got you, Casey.
All right, thanks, Chandler. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you Sunday at the bank, 1 o'clock. Countdown to kickoff, just part of our coverage at 11:30 on CBS 47. And we will see you if the Jags can get a W. Clinch the AFC South. Full coverage all weekend long of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then next week, by the way, we roll out a bunch of new shows on TV during playoff week. Have a great weekend.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, we have what you need.
Get a Moto Guzzi Stone Corsa for just $235 a month, or a Triumph Trident for as low as $207 a month, or the popular Honda Rebel 1100 DCT starting at a low $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from all of our great brands, only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day. Just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I wanted to play in the NFL.
That's it. Back to her left side. Takes a shot.
Oh,
into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass.
Say he doesn't make a tackle. You still feel like his presence is felt in every single play.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
It's content you won't find on TV. Find it on actionsportsjax.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
What's been going on?
We're both dealing with a lot of guilt right now.
Can't sleep, can't eat. See that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? We only paid $4 for it.
Looks like we're out of time. Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get a Hyundai Santa Fe with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 bonus cash.